Okay.
It's going.
Greetings and welcome once again to the World of Thaylos. In our last episode, hello, and you know what? We are actually very pleased that Mira is able to join us this week.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
In fact, this week the only one we're missing is Sheik, and if things work out well, in a couple weeks he will be able to join us as well, and we will be once again a complete party. Hooray!
Yay!
So, anyway, in our last episode, we encountered a strange conduit that led down to a place of evil, and Brother Thomas identified it as so. They spent quite a bit of time trying to plug it up to prevent evil from coming out of it, and they encountered and defeated a ghost along the way. The next day, they were approached by a very large dire bat that Foluco took a strange interest in, and the action continues from there.
It's big, it's fuzzy, and it's got awesome wings.
Oh, I think there was actually a few extra things that we added at the end, but yeah.
Okay, can you want to refresh my memory?
Something about a
I remember us talking about. Yeah, I remember us talking to Brother Thomas about our experience with Gothas and whatnot, and he agreed to go with us over to Miriam's tower.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes, Brother Thomas has agreed to accompany the party and to assist any way he can until you are able to reach Miriam's tower, because he is actually rather interested in going to that place himself.
Okay.
Being the intellectual, he is not much of a fighter, but he is a healer and a spellcaster.
Yay, party NPC.
Hoot.
All right.
Oh, random question. Will we
Yes,
be able to discuss the different places for the artifacts this episode, or is that going to be like another episode, you think?
We can discuss that now if you like. Okay. The last that you heard was that Brother Thomas may have some information about it. Most likely Miriam would have some information about at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys can have that conversation here if you like. You have disposed of any danger in this temple for the moment. Although the place is full of bodies and blood, and so it's not very comfortable to stay around here. You may want to clear out.
Okay.
Also, you have several items that you've picked up along the way that you haven't quite identified yet, but you have identified as being magical in one form or another. And so, with barring the ability to identify those items yourself, you're going to need to find someone who can identify them.
Could that someone possibly be Brother Thomas, or?
Brother Thomas is a divine caster, not an arcane caster, and so the divine are not. They don't have the ability to cast the identify spell, as if I understand correctly. Let me verify that.
Wait a second.
Okay.
I was just going back through my equipments, and I'm looking at my other items, and I forgot that I was holding like 3 different books.
Yes.
And one of them says one scary lightning book. And I'm like, wait, I don't remember picking up a scary lightning book.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was correct. The identify spell is a sorcerer, wizard, and bard spell. It is not a cleric or druid or paladin spell.
Oh, we so need a bard.
Yeah.
Loose Fang.
Yeah,
You nominate Loose Fang to be a bard?
Yeah, he should dual class it.
What do you think about that, Loose Fang?
I don't know. I'm not one for them purdy verses. Nothing.
Hey, I think you're a pretty good singer, man. Come on.
We'll see. Normally, the only flat notes I get are after a rock.
You get the best of both worlds.
Turn out, take it slow. Then you
All right,
knock out the
so,
show. You get
at
the
this point-
best of both worlds. Sorry.
Oh, I just
At this
realized
point-
what's his face in Guardians of the Galaxy can totally be classified as a bard.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Star-Lord.
Drax.
No,
Oh,
Star-Lord.
yeah?
Star-Lord is totally a bard.
Oh, I was
Well-
about to say Drax could possibly count as a bard, but
Nah, he's barbarian.
Yeah, with his whole invisible thing though, that's so funny.
No, I
That's
think
my
that's
favorite
just
part of the
a.
whole freaking movie.
I think that's a byproduct of
I'm
low intelligence.
invincible.
No.
All right, guys.
No, he's like, I'm really good at standing here and nobody notices me. And then he does it like 3 times in the movie and I laugh every time.
anyways, so let's continue.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Feluco is entirely focused on, at this point, Sir Squeaks and Barkable over by the remains of the troll in the northern end of the chamber.
Okay.
While the rest of you are emerging from the summoning room with Brother Thomas explaining to you why the fissures occurred and what might possibly be down there under the ground.
Okay.
All right. So, in a nutshell, he suspects that this used to be some sort of burial ground, and that the temple was built on top of it. And so it most likely was not originally a temple to Kexoth, but a temple to some demon, and that the summoning chamber was meant just for that purpose, to summon demons. So most likely the followers of Kexoth came along later and found it abandoned, and discovered the summoning chamber, and without full knowledge of what was going on, attempted to summon an avatar of Kexoth, and it went horribly wrong.
I'd say they summoned 3 trolls. But
Yes.
Oopsie.
But hey, now we have the ruins all to ourselves.
Woohoo! Party!
Except for the fact that it's full of blood and dead bodies, which is probably not something you want to live with for all that long.
It's just
I mean-
decoration.
Let the bodies hit the floor, am I right?
Well, and one
Oh
of the dead
my.
bodies is a friend of someone. Group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just as long as I'm not shown the blood, I'm okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Meanwhile-
actually gonna try and get into character now. I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. If all of you, once you gather back around to Feluco, if all of you, where is it? Where's Sheik? There he is. Okay. If all of you, once you gather back together, could you do a sense motive check as you think about the events of the past day or two, and you think about just how courageous Loosefang has been in the past until he encountered these trolls. There is something uncanny about that, and I don't know how many of you watched what Loosefang did during the battle with the troll, if you actually noticed.
Do I need to do one?
You're on a sense motive on yourself, or if you're gonna try and explain this to them, let's see what you're gonna say, because I don't know if they're gonna try and question you about this or not.
What?
Good.
There's the skill?
The sense motive.
Yeah. Or is the skill or...
It's a skill.
Yes.
Yes.
It's,
Oh, sorry. Oh, Loosefang, are you gonna try and bluff?
apparently not.
Well, the way that bluff checks and diplomacy checks and intimidate checks, the way that they work is that you will actually say or behave the way you want to, and to try and get your desired effect, and then I will ask you to make the bluff check or the diplomacy check.
Copy that.
Okay.
Nope, just normal loose fang.
You're not gonna question his unusual behavior.
Nah. It's
All
a
right.
troll. It's big and scary.
Trolls are nothing suspicious.
Excuse me.
Okay. Brother Thomas gathers next to Foluco and sees the goings on between him and the recent arrival of this rather large dire bat. And Brother Thomas is actually intellectually curious, but considering the events of the last few days, understandably hesitant as well. Brother Thomas is more inclined to leave to leave this temple, whether it was originally dedicated to Kexoth or no. He does not feel comfortable here, and he wants to leave.
I agree with that.
Those are his thoughts. You can't agree with his thoughts. You don't know his thoughts.
This is what he is expressing to the party, is what I'm saying.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
just trying to cut it a little shorter because we'd be here all night.
Well, I
Okay.
can
I
understand
agree with
that.
him.
I, for one, agree. The less time we spend here, the better.
So, Brother Thomas actually stops and calls back to Foluco and asks, "How much time do you need?"
Fourth wall turns to Game Master.
Yep. So in this case, I'm going to have a private conversation with Foluco.
Okay. Through text DM. Not in roll 20. Through Discord.
Oh, not in roll 20.
Through,
Yeah, good point.
Remember, yeah. Through Discord.
Let me do it in Discord.
Yeah.
Do. Wait a minute. Where, Foluco, where are you? I don't see the private channel.
Just DMs.
There you are. Okay. There we go. Yep. Marcus, if you need to step outside the chamber to get away from that, then you're welcome to do so.
Well, there's just going to be as much outside, so I'm just going to be with the rest of the group in case I faint.
Okay. All right. So back. So Foluco, are you going to explain to the group what you need here?
Cool. I tell them that. One last second. No, because I can get my spells back that way. So I tell them that they can go ahead without me back to town. That I'll meet them there. I've still got some business I've got to do here.
Does that involve burying Barkable? Or giving Barkable a proper burial?
In a way, yes.
I mean,
And
we can always find somewhere to wait.
and Brother Thomas he asks if you want him to assist with that.
I say that's up to him.
He would probably want to help out with doing a proper burial for Brother Zachary as well.
Quick question though to Tarek.
Yes.
So I know I'm not supposed to teach others Druidic, but can I at least speak it in the presence of others?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
As long as you can ensure that they're it's a situation where they're not going to be able to pick it up from what you say, or B, they already speak it.
Okay. So yeah, so I say he can stay if he wants.
All right. So then Brother Thomas offers to stay behind, and he instructs. He turns to you, Mira, and he says, "Okay, can you get them back to Gurney Bay?"
Yes.
Okay. The sanctuary is no longer safe. I don't recommend you go back there. Um,
What about
unless you want to check on Father Kearns, but
What about
the
Father Kearns? Will he be okay?
you okay. You know what? I need to go back on that, and we probably should check on him and bring him out of there. He's not going to want to leave.
Yes.
But the sanctuary is no longer safe.
I agree.
Okay. And
agrees
then
with you?
you're going to need to get back to Gurney Bay, and then we can either go around the sea to on our way to Miriam's Tower, or we can take a ship to get to Port Sheridan.
I've always wanted to sail on the sea.
This boat sounds
Should
fine.
should we go look at our map that we have?
Okay, we can bring out the map.
Okay.
All right.
Just to explain where we're talking about.
Okay. Right now we are at the bandit camp here.
Mhm.
Okay. The sanctuary of the Life Mother is a little bit out of our way. We would want to head back to Gurney Bay to catch a boat. The sanctuary is a little bit out of our way, but it is less on the way there.
Okay.
Once we get to Gurney Bay, we can either go around the sea, which would require us to go through the low swamplands here before we reach Port Sheridan, or we could go straight on to Marion's Tower. Alternatively, we could take a boat from Gurney Bay to Port Sheridan.
Oops.
I mean,
like nothing can go wrong.
my vote is for the sailing.
Yeah, I think the boat would be a good idea. I would want Father Kearns to leave the sanctuary though and get put up in the
True.
to get put somewhere safely in Gurney Bay, just so he's not in the sanctuary anymore. It's not safe. I don't want him there.
And it's probably not the most pleasant memory.
Yeah, it's covered in blood. It's awful in there.
So
the sanctuary's
guys-
been desecrated. I feel awful.
So you guys need to choose. You guys need to come to an agreement of which way you want to go.
I've never been
So
on
we
a
have
boat
option
before.
1 or option 2.
Like I vote for
For going through the sea.
that. That's my vote, but I'm easy going. We're gonna go a different way. That's okay.
I also vote going by sea as well.
Sure, why not?
So,
I think the
Okay.
sea's the best bet.
all
Okay.
right. So we are gonna go over to the sanctuary of the Life Mother to pick up Father Kearns, travel over to Gurney Bay, and then travel by sea over to Port Sheridan.
Yep.
Perfect.
Now I'll get to be a salty sea dog.
All right. So, guys,
You're not the only dog here, boy.
Oh.
Oh, but I can be pretty salty.
So should we call you sea salt then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna mute for just a second. I
No
need to
worries.
talk to the wife.
So should we call you sea salt then?
Seafaring is in my blood. Well, yeah, that's not a part of my character, so because he is from here in the mountains.
Not a whole lot of seas up in.
Yeah,
They were.
my
They
character is not really. Wait, so Loose Fang, did you say where you were from originally, or
I have.
have you yet to? Okay.
It's a mist.
It's a mystery.
I have the Jeopardy things playing in the background while we wait for Tarek.
Boo doo 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 doo. What is this? This is a little orange. This is a little orange area.
What other cute, funny meme theme songs are there that we can play while we wait for him?
Ocean Man.
What's Ocean Man?
Ocean Man. Take me
Take-
by the hand to understand.
Ocean Bay.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Hurrah!
All right. So let me go ahead and get rid of all of the drawings.
Okay.
So if I understand correctly, the plan is to go from the bandit camp to the sanctuary to pick up Brother Kearns, bring him to Gurney Bay,
Wait for me.
and then from Gurney Bay, see if you can catch a ship to Port Sheridan.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
from Port Sheridan, move on to Marion's Tower.
Yep. That's
Okay.
the plan.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Maybe get some
a
studded
beautiful day.
leather armor.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a beautiful day.
All right. So Brother Thomas and Foluco decide to stay behind in order to give last rites to both Barkable and Brother Zachary, and so that Foluco can complete the bonding ceremony with Sir Squeaks. The rest
Okay.
of you, I need to know. No, well, what happened in the first place is you came from the sanctuary and found the bandit camp based on Barkable's tracking. Okay. Do any of you are any of you able to track? I suspect
The
that
two
that
K9.
Marcus can. I suspect that Marcus could, or Loosefang could.
I believe I can.
I believe I can.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to your character sheet here.
While you're in character sheets,
Mhm.
you fix Squeak's AC ratings.
What's the matter with it?
You did them wrong.
Did I do it wrong?
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll give you the right one. Continue as you were.
What kind of skill are we looking for?
The survival skill.
Oh, survival skill.
Does not look like I have track.
Oh,
least-
because that's why. It's because he's got a +5 natural armor that I missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here
Okay, so let me
is-
add in the natural armor
There you go. That's the
for
full
Sir
thing.
Squeaks. All right. So did that
Just a
do
reminder
it?
to all of y'all while
There
Terry's
you go.
doing that. Even though he has a very cute and adorable icon, keep in mind that he's 15 feet big.
He's got a 15-foot wingspan and he's 8 feet tall from tail to nose tip.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
bigger than me.
Okay, I fixed it for
He's a
Luca.
pretty big
Thank you.
guy. You could
So
probably ride on his back, Mira.
Probably.
Wait, how tall are
if he
you?
allows it.
I'm
Yeah.
5'7".
He might.
Okay.
You'd have to become
So
friends
Marcus,
with him, though.
Yeah.
Marcus and Loosefang, if you wish, you can attempt to use the survival skill to track your way back along the path that Barkable took to lead you here.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm curious to see what happens if you get lost.
Well, tried.
Team.
That's not a bad attempt.
Can I get attempt?
Okay.
Well, she is a canine as well, so.
Do you
I'm
have
not.
this-
I'm a fox.
You're a
Bullpine, come on.
fox.
Foxes are
Bullpine.
canines.
Okay.
Huh?
Foxes are
Bullpine.
canines.
Mira, do you have the scent ability on your character?
Yeah,
She
I can
should.
smell.
No, I'm saying there's a
Oh,
specific.
trust us. We know you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Scent. Yeah, I.
yes, you do have the
scent.
scent ability, the specific scent ability. So yes, you can make a survival roll to attempt to track as well. I'm gonna be very impressed if she beats the two of you. Oh wow!
That's because
Okay.
she's lower to the ground.
So essentially, this is what happens. The two canines go out in front and say, "Okay, let us take care of this," and then they put their noses to the ground, trying to find Barkable's trail. And after floundering around for a few minutes and finding it and losing it and finding it and losing it, Mira finally gets fed up and said, "Okay, watch how you really do it." And she gets in there and finds it directly.
I can just picture, I can just visualize this. Like, both of the two of them go in, putting their noses to the ground, and then, like, coming up at the same exact moment saying, "Hey, it's that way," and they both point in opposite directions.
No, it's that way. No, it's that way. It's like, it's inside. Let me do it.
Well, this is an embarrassment to us canines.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Foxes
So-
are canines.
Like I said, she's just closer to the ground, so she's used to it.
So the two of you are somewhat cowed and humbled by the fact that the priest has now showed you up
I
and able
prefer
to find her way, but you rationalize it by thinking, oh well, she's just headed on her way home. She knows it better than we do. Oh, of course, that must be it. That must be it.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it. Definitely.
After 20 to 30 minutes of hiking through the forests, you arrive once again at the sanctuary of the Life Mother. And where is it? There it is. I found it. Ah, no, that's not what I meant. There we go.
It, ooh.
Okay.
Did y'all see that?
Okay. Is everybody here?
Yeah, it's blurry.
Except for Foluco, or Foluco's old characters
old,
there.
Old characters there.
Yep, I need to remove that. Okay. Father Kearns is still here. There's Marcus,
Um,
Lusfang, Mira, Renji, Sheik, and we also need to have Brother Thomas.
Okay.
Isn't Renji's health a little bit different?
Let me focus on that. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the proper.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Renji. And it's supposed to represent his hit points. But it's not. Why is that not happening? What?
If that happened, I don't know how we'd survive.
Well, what happened?
I posted it.
Okay. Oh, your hit points are blank, Renji. That's really weird. Why did that happen? Renji, are you still with us?
He may have gone to bed.
Nope.
No, he's still
Okay.
here.
I don't know. A few seconds ago I saw it. You removed it.
Yeah, what was your hit points? It's I think I lost it.
It was like 3/4 the way full, so just say 3/4.
I can't check. Send it to you.
Okay.
It's like I just take the ref sheet.
Okay. All right. So we also need Brother Thomas. So let me bring him in just a moment. Oh no, sorry, Brother Thomas, he stayed behind with Foluco. That's correct. So we are good.
Yes.
All right. You arrive at the sanctuary of the Life Mother to find Brother Kearns.
Father Kearns.
Yes, Father Kearns. Forgive me.
Respect
Father Kearns.
his title.
That is correct. He is out on the main floor and he is busily working with a filthy mop, trying to get rid of the bloodstains on the floor. He is hunched over the mop and sweating profusely, but working very hard in his old age, completely alone in the sanctuary, trying to clean the floor. He looks up when you arrive, and he seems very wearily relieved to see that you have arrived once again. The first question from his mouth, as he leans on his mop, he reaches out to you and he says, "Child, please pray tell, you found Zachary and Thomas. Bring me good news, please."
Thomas is okay. Zachary didn't make it, unfortunately.
Yet another death.
Yeah,
Only
but Thomas
three
is
of us
okay.
Only three of us remain then?
Yes, Father.
We can't uphold this sanctuary with three.
I know.
Must we reach out to the main conventary to bring more people?
For now, Father, I think it is best if we leave the sanctuary. I know it's hard, but it's not safe here. Thomas agrees with me as well.
Wait, I know. Child, we've been here for years. I've been here since you were a little cub, and even before then. I brought you here. I raised you here. Does this mean nothing to you?
It means the world to me, Father, and it pains me to say this, but we need to leave. There will be another attack. They'll come back.
They've already carried everyone off. There's no one left to take.
There's you left to take, and then there's Thomas left to take, and what about me?
I can't bear the thought, child. But what of the books? What of the holy relics? Well, if others wish to have the teachings, what should we do?
We'll take what we can, but we need to go.
We could always get a cart or a wheelbarrow or how many books do you have?
Well, look
It's a
upstairs.
lot.
There are shelves and shelves of books. Mira, yes,
So
she
maybe
knows.
two
She can show you.
two wheelbarrows.
There's a wheelbarrow.
No, I fear we would need a caravan of carts.
Unfortunately,
Or
Father,
There's too much to move. We can't take everything.
I know, but it's for the best. If you live on, you can give the teachings yourself for the next couple generations.
Can we close the sanctuary? Can
Could
we
you-
protect the? No, we can't do that either. What's to
what
stop
about
someone from breaking in and taking them?
is there like a bank or something you could leave them with, like in a vault? I
The
mean, they're
closest
clearly valuable, so that's where most people keep their valuables.
the closest place would be Port Sheridan, and that's a 2 days journey away.
Let's seal the books for now. We'll hide them as best we can, and then we're gonna barricade the sanctuary off.
This doesn't feel right, child, but I don't see any other alternative.
I
bet
have
in
prayed to the
saying
Life Mother. It's the only option.
if you want to protect these records, this is the best thing that we're gonna have to do. We can't carry all these records with us.
And
No.
I carried a lot of rocks. Yeah, I can carry some of
Carried a
them.
lot of rocks.
No doubts there. Brother Kearns looks very conflicted. He clearly realizes the danger of staying here by himself. But he also is very concerned because he has spent more than half of his life dedicated just to this building. And this, Mira, you know that if he were to leave this place, it would be like leaving a part of himself behind. So, but he is inclined to agree with you. So he actually hangs his head and kind of lets the mop drop on the floor, and then he kind of sits down on one of the benches. And you can see that he's got his head bowed, and he spends a moment in silent prayer. After which he looks up at you with renewed resolution, and he says, "You are right. We need to leave. If the teachings are to live on, it wouldn't do us any good to stay here and be slaughtered. Let us bring the most important books, and let me go to the reliquary. If you can go upstairs, child." Oh, did Thomas come with you?
Thomas is back with our other party member.
He stayed? Where did you go?
We went to a bandit camp just up north. It's all clear there, and our other party member's with him and his companion. Well, our other party member's companion. He'll be okay. He'll make sure.
They're trying to give Brother Zachary a proper burial as well.
Yeah.
Well, leave it to Brother Thomas. He always was one to stand on ceremony.
Mm-hmm. They're going to meet us down at Gurney Bay.
Very well then. So you say that the bandits you found their camp, and you
Yes.
and you destroyed the bandits?
Yes.
Why then we must be safe then.
Well,
More like they
well,
ran
for
away
now.
screaming of their
For
own
now,
volition.
but there could
No.
be other camps around.
I jest,
Another part.
child. I jest, child. I know that surely wasn't the only camp of bandits.
Mm-hmm.
I bet in saying
It's like a rat's nest. You open it up and they just go scurry, and they build nests other places.
Not
I bet
to-
in saying
Go ahead.
or sorry. I bet in saying there's another thing that you should probably know about the place that we came from, and we explained to him about the device that we disabled, and the ghost experiences that we had.
So you found followers of Kexoth, and they were they were summoning demons. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it, Father Kearns.
Yes.
This is horrible. Kexoth. I mean,
So we're ghost trolls.
okay. He is in direct opposition to the mother, but he doesn't deal in demons. There's something wrong here.
Which is why we figure this is unsafe. We need to
I mean,
leave.
we could be incorrect. Could just be misreading the situation, but
Weren't they trying to summon the ghost of Kexoth?
You mean the Avatar? They were trying to. So wasn't a demon then? It was the Avatar they were trying to bring into being.
Yes.
Well,
but
we fought giant trolls. I'm not
Yes.
sure if Texoth was supportive of giant trolls.
Well,
Surely
the Avatar
not.
spell failed, and they ended up summoning trolls.
No, the avatars of Kexoth are golems,
Oh, okay.
workers.
Yes.
They work the earth and gather the resources. He has nothing to do with demons and creatures of destruction. No, this is surely wrong. There is something that's been corrupted here. Child, if you could go up to the library and pull all of the section on the artifacts. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yes, Father.
Okay, there should be 7 of them. You should if you could pull just those, that we could take those with us. Allow me to go to the reliquary.
Okay.
I will follow after Father Kearns to help protect him.
Yeah. Make sure nothing jumps out at him.
I pick
Yep.
him on. I just start cleaning.
So you're gonna pick up where Father Kearns left off.
Oh.
Yeah.
How
You can
nice.
see a lot of the blood has been cleaned up on this floor. There are still a few spots here and there.
I'll go and fix those spots.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
You think you're going to be okay by yourself, Mira?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if Sheik or Renji wants to come with me, that'd be great. But
All right.
I found it funny.
Okay.
So the second floor, as we go there.
Oh, there's
Was
Barkable.
Yeah.
Barkable,
Well,
you're not dead.
I need to get. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It was the ghost of times past. You are now.
So Loose
grieved.
Fang, you're down cleaning the floor. Marcus, did
I'm
you
not
go
there.
with Mira?
I went with
You
Father
what?
Kearns.
Okay,
Oh,
who went?
oh.
Who went with Mira upstairs? Sheik and Renji.
And
Did you go up
Renji.
with her?
Yeah.
Okay, can I say
Okay.
something real quick?
Yeah.
As they walk up the stairs, they see the ghost of times past, and they are saddened for a moment.
Nope. Nope.
Wait, what?
I smell the old scent trail of Barkable, and I get sad for a moment.
Oh.
Just trying to play off what just happened. Sorry.
All right.
Do continue.
If you look over here, this bookcase here holds the section on artifacts, all 7 books. So the combined total weight of all of them, they are hefty tomes. That's gonna be between 30 and 40 pounds worth of books. So Mira,
Okay.
I don't know if you can carry all that. Can you?
Probably not. Renji, can you carry a lot of that?
I know.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
You don't
So,
know?
Renji, your strength is 19. Yes, you can carry all of those books and then some.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If Renji wants to take like 4 of them, I could probably take 1, and then she
Okay,
could take 2
Mira,
of them.
I need you to do a search check on the bookcase.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay,
Good.
Mira, you are able to locate all but one of the books. The fifth volume is missing. It
Oh
is not on the
no.
bookshelf.
Mm, did the
So
bandit steal it?
you can keep that to yourself, or you can share that with your buddies. That's up to you. They don't know what you're looking for. You're the only one here that you're looking for.
I'll let them know. Hey guys, one of the volumes is missing.
Okay. So you can look around at the other bookcases if you like.
I'll do that first before I go panic Father Kearns.
Okay. So are you
You
going to
never
look
know.
yourself? Are you going to look yourself, or are you going to have them help you look?
Well, they don't know what kind of book they're looking for.
That's true.
Like,
They don't.
They don't know what the book looks like.
So okay. So then you can go to each bookshelf and give me another search check. Oh, there you
Okay.
go. That's the first one.
Okay, anything there?
Yep. No, this one is no. It's not located on this bookshelf. All right, and you are trying very carefully to step around the blood on the
Not having much success.
no. Okay, give me another search check here.
Hang on.
You're rolling very well on your searches, by the way.
Don't jinx me.
All right, I'll shut up.
Ah.
See?
Dun, dun, dun.
Never mind. Okay, I spoke too soon.
You jinxed
All right.
me. Thanks.
The
All right.
bottom line is you don't find it in that bookcase either.
Or in that one.
Unfortunately, no, you haven't found it there either. There are two more bookcases near the entrance to the second floor.
Okay.
Okay. There's one over here, and then one on the opposite side of the sanctuary.
How come I can see my hit points?
Wait,
never
you can
mind.
see. Oh, okay, go ahead.
That was
Mira. Okay, this time, actually, you with great relief, you do see that the book you're looking for is stacked on the third shelf in this bookshelf.
Great. Ooh.
Okay, so you gingerly pull the book from the shelf, and as you do so, several of the pages fall out of the book
Oh no.
and fall to the floor. And then you, to your dismay, you look and you turn the book around in your hands, and you see that half of the pages have been very roughly ripped out of the book.
Oh.
The monsters.
So you have half of the book now and several pages on the floor, but a good portion of the book is missing.
Okay. I'm gonna pocket that
Oh.
book, and then Renji and Sheik have the others.
All right, so Sheik takes 3 of them. Renji, you can take the other 3,
Yeah.
and we can return to the main floor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Loose Fang is still mopping up the floor and actually not doing too bad.
He's
Yay.
got some of the blood stains up. Thanks, Loose Fang.
All right, meanwhile, Marcus, you observe Father Kearns, who he opens a medium-sized cabinet at the very head of the sanctuary. And from in there, you see there are various figurines and statues and glass baubles. He actually reaches in and he only grabs one of them. And one of the one that he grabs, curiously, is a glass sphere that is about the size of his fist. But you notice that he holds it very reverently and gingerly as he puts it into a pouch, and then ties the pouch to his belt.
I ask him what the artifact is.
Oh, I'm not sure you would understand, lad. But that particular piece allows me to communicate with the other fathers in the other sanctuaries.
I see.
The rest of them, we can seal it, and as he says, as he closes the reliquary and latches it shut with the key that he holds at his belt. But we're going to need to seal these doors somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it in a way that would prevent anyone from breaking in.
I tell him I know some of the arcane of ice. I could try freezing the door shut.
Does your ice last?
Probably not, but it'll be somewhat temporary.
Right?
Now, I'm not normally one telling false, But what if-
I can suggest acid.
but what if we were to make the building look like it was infested? Like it might have
Infested.
been, or disease, or
Oh, something that
people-
makes people think twice about breaking in.
yes, where they might. Uh-oh, if I go in here, I might end up with 3 heads.
But
Hmm.
There,
the
What do
thing
you
is,
mean
you're
by
all
that?
the way over here. You're all the way over there, Loosefang. You don't know
Oh.
what's going on over at the other end.
Oh, I
over here.
No,
voices carry.
he's speaking as a player, not as a character.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but Renji, what do you mean by that? He's suggesting acid bread. I'm not really sure what you mean by that.
een lokkerskit van the metal white. And some acids can burn metal, like damage metal.
Oh, you're saying scar the metal and the walls using acid?
Update the lock.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So he's suggesting that he uses his acid breath on the exterior of the sanctuary to make it look badly damaged.
No, they damage the lock.
Oh, the lock.
Yeah. The
So
lock.
okay. So what
What?
he's saying is like welding the lock together with the acid. Is
I
that what
see.
he's saying?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
cause it to melt a little bit so it jams shut and nobody can try and pick it and open it again.
You know, that
Yeah.
is an excellent idea. It would be a much more permanent way to jam the door shut.
Right.
Mhm. And then when we come back to the sanctuary, all we would need to do is get new locks.
Well, you'd have to break it open somehow, but I'm not sure you're planning on coming back here. Although
Anytime soon, no.
Father Kearns certainly plans on coming back someday.
It's okay. We'll have Renji break the door back open for him.
I'll bet you he could.
I mean, Renji could do that, and then Father Kearns can just fix it, and then, the sanctuary's all good again.
FYI, a locked door is just incentive.
What
That's
about a
true.
jammed door?
It's not locked, it's jammed. Like, it's permanently jammed shut. Because Renji's gonna
Well-
melt it with the acid.
Well, he does have a point. If it's kept locked shut, that's just going to give people an incentive to try and break the doors down. So they're probably going to try and find some way somehow to break those doors.
And Father Kearns actually breaks in, and he says, but that's the way it is in every situation. So the answer is not to remove the locks from the doors. The answer is to make it as inconvenient as possible for them to break in.
Mm-hmm.
Move the
So
pews
maybe
in front of the
possibly
door.
try hiding the location where the door is at. Or concealing it so people don't necessarily see that it's there.
An interesting idea. How would you suggest we accomplish that?
I let the rest of the party know, about that certain idea. What do you all think?
About what now?
He's saying, how do you hide the location of the door?
Easy. Block it.
Well, I mean, people in this town probably know this sanctuary. Like, I don't think they knew it.
It's only 40 minutes to an hour out of Gurney Bay.
I mean, I imagine most people would know of this place. And so I don't think we could really hide the door.
That is true.
I have if Mira is able to get those books, I have the most valuable relic from the reliquary. If they were to break in, most of what they would find is minor baubles, inconsequential things. And the normal bandits, if they have no knowledge of the arcane or the divine, it would be useless to them.
Father, there is one thing though. I pull out the ruined book and show it to him.
No. Which is that volume 5?
Yes.
What have they done to it? Oh,
The others are okay though. Sheik and Renji have them.
so the collection is mostly intact, but this particular the volume 5, they ripped out. Which part did they rip? It's as I suspected. These are no common bandits. They do have a knowledge of the divine. If they knew exactly which part to take.
Yes.
Okay, now he's
What does
he's
this-
starting to panic.
Father Kearns, what does this volume entail?
This volume, among all of the others, this one focuses on the artifacts of evil and summoning.
I tell him that we do have another book on arcane nature that we got from Foxglove Manor, but I'm not sure if it's the same one or if it relates to the same nature.
And what would that book entail?
Let me try
Sheik-
and look over my.
Sheik was holding on to a book that actually had to do with how to build those collars for the wolves.
Okay.
I think that was
Yeah.
me. Maybe.
Yeah, because I remember. Yeah,
Okay.
that was Poluco has.
I have
Er-
the Screaming Kobold book, the Scary Lightning book, and
Yes.
the Mage's Spell book that I cannot read.
That's right. That's
I love
right.
it. I love it. Screaming Kobold book. Scary Lightning book.
Yes.
I love that that's what they're called.
Well, that's how he wrote them down because he doesn't know any better.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that we don't necessarily know what those books entail. So that might be, or one of those might be it.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Although I'm no expert in the arcane. But we should probably go to someone who has knowledge in those areas. Do you guys know of the tower?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's actually where we were trying to head off to next. We were trying to head off to Miriam's tower because I'm trying to master some elements of the arcane.
I see. So that is where you are headed. Well,
Yes.
I have no desire to go there. I have apparently there is a bit of bad blood between Miriam and I. It goes back in the years.
It's okay, Father. I just want to get you to safety. We can put you up in Gurney Bay with all the items to make sure they stay safe.
Very well. So
What's
he
so
actually
funny, Poluco?
I'm entertaining myself while off screen.
Oh, okay. You're off screen. All right. So Father Kearns seems a bit wistful as he goes through the double doors for what could be the last time. But he steels himself and motions for you to come forward with him, leading everyone out and having Renji go out last.
Really?
Huh?
Just look at memes and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Really? What? Okay, never mind.
Anyways,
So,
Maybe less of that. That'd be
yep. So Father
Much
Kearns
less.
actually motions for the rest of you to get out of the way as everybody clears from the building. And he motions for Renji to come and stand in front of the doors. So, okay,
Other side.
yeah, that you're still inside the front door there.
Oh,
Oh, is that?
it's all in darkness, so I didn't know.
That's why I've got to uncover it. Just a minute.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Woohoo!
All right, so Father, what just happened?
I don't know.
Now, before we melt this lock, I was thinking, how
Yes.
far did you say town? Like, do we think the town over would be safe?
Well, Gurney Bay is only a 40-minute journey from the sanctuary.
Like, do you think we're gonna find a place that'll be safe for you, though, Father?
Well, it's such a small town, and if what you were telling me before is true, that it was being attacked by bandits and kobolds, and you had to help the city, you had to help the town anyway. There's no telling if what's been going on in your absence.
That's
I'm not sure Gurney Bay is a safe place.
It's
Okay.
safer than here. Here
Uh,
you're
per-
here are you staying. It's inviting them to come back.
I was thinking, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I was thinking I could stick around for a while and I could help ferry the books back and forth so that we wouldn't have to leave them if we had a place to stay.
Oh, that's very kind of you, sir. I wouldn't put you in danger for the sake of the sanctuary. Perhaps.
What if we went to Port Sheridan with him? You wouldn't have to journey all the way to Marion's Tower, but we'd find a place for you in Port
Right.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Sheridan, I could go to the Temple of the Moon, and perhaps I could take up place there. Have you ever been there, child?
I have not.
That's,
The Temple of the Moon.
Isn't that the Druids' temple?
No, it's simply the name of the temple. It is dedicated to Orleana. But
Mhm.
as the moon has both light and darkness, representing both life and death, tis an accurate representation of the Life Mother, is it not?
Yes, it is.
So
Well, let's
That
get
does
you
seem
there.
like a very.
and he actually turns and he says, "No, we need to leave this behind." So he takes the key at his belt and he locks the big double doors at the front of the sanctuary, and then steps aside for Renji to do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, Father, what if you tuck the key in there and snap it off in there so it can melt? That'd
I'm
make it
sorry. What
even-
did you say?
What if you were to stick the key in there and then snap it off inside the lock, and then that'd give it even less of a broken.
Well, if he's going to melt this lock, then this key will become useless.
Mhm.
It might be better if I were to take the. Well, no, because this key also unlocks the reliquary. I'm going to keep it.
Oh,
Yes. That way, if someone were to get past that lock, they couldn't get the rest of the relics.
All right,
Yes.
so Renji, if you're going to breathe on this, I need you to damage. No need for to roll an attack roll.
Uh,
You missed a lock.
No. No.
Oh.
I'm more worried
Imagine if
about
you did,
him
though.
breathing down the entire door.
Well, he's not breathing three. Sorry, he's not breathing fire. He's breathing acid. So it's actually the acid stream is 1d8. Renji. That's much better. All right.
Congratulations, you melted the entire lock off the door.
Because the lock actually it would have stood up to more than 3 points of damage, but it's not going to stand up to 7. All right, as you stand back and Renji approaches the door, you can see he spits a gout of green steaming acid from his mouth, and it completely covers the lock in steam. When the steam clears, all you can see is a twisted, melted lump of metal and acid dripping down on the wood of the doorway. Father Kearns actually gulps and turns away in a little bit of regret, but he steels himself and says, "Forward it is then."
All right.
Wait, so did they successfully block the door?
The door, the lock is melted and the door is completely jammed shut. It's going to take some pretty hefty strength. You're going to either have to break the door down, or you're going to have to tear that lock out of the out of its place.
Okay, because I was thinking he like melted the lock off and they'd have to start all over.
Nope.
No, the lock's just melted, so it doesn't. The components are all broken and they don't move at all. So the door's successfully jammed.
Yep.
And then Father Kearns has the key to the reliquary, so that way, even if they do get in, they can't get the relics. And then the other books, we have all the really important books for the temple, and we're going to keep them in the Temple of the Moon, so that way they're safe with Father Kearns, so he's also safe with the most important relic. So
Indeed.
I think we've covered all our bases here.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let's head to Gurney Bay and catch a boat.
Moving on.
So.
Oh,
All
I
right.
still have the mop. Guess I'll just,
You have what?
You still have the mop.
I'll just hold on to it for a while. I
You
guess.
you took the mop with you?
Yes,
I was
you did.
just holding
Yeah.
it as we left.
I guess that was
You
just
forgot to
kind of
put it down.
absent-minded. I
Okay.
guess that was just absent-minded.
Yeah.
I got two walking.
Well.
He's got 2 walking sticks. It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
One's just a little hairier.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let us move
Let us.
the uneventful journey to the docks of Gurney Bay.
Dun, dun, dun.
All
Oh.
right.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, you guys remember this one?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let me place the characters.
So are we gonna wait
Well-
here for Foluco and Brother
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you can wait here at the docks, or you can actually go into town.
You're not.
Um,
I don't think we want to leave the docks just yet. I mean, there's stuff we need to do in town. Like, we need to say we cleared out the kobolds, we got rid of some gang members.
so you're saying you'd prefer to actually go into town first?
Well, that's up to them. I'm not there yet.
I mean,
Mm.
I think it would be good to come here just to see if they made it here yet, but I don't see them. So
Right. Did we
All
say
right.
that we were gonna meet at the docks or in town?
Dat moet ik wel zeggen.
I don't.
The town, so we can connect back with Faloco and Brother Thomas and Sir Squeaks.
So, quick question. Tarek,
Yes.
how do I enter the town?
Okay.
Because I'm a walking pile of bones with a 15-foot bat.
Oh, you're thinking about that now.
I would recommend at night.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
I'm thinking maybe I need to get like a big giant cloak to go over my armor, kind of like what Mira has.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean,
And-
it's just unspoken. Anytime I'm in a crowd of people, my character's gonna put on her mask and her robes and everything, so she's covered. So just if I forget to say something, yes, I cover myself.
Hmm.
I haven't lately because I just haven't.
Yeah.
We haven't been in public anywhere.
This is true.
Also, I'm not really sure if trying to buy things at Gurney Bay is going to be the most profitable, since both the mayor and the blacksmith are the same person.
Well, I mean, if he's our friend. He might give us a discount. Oh, nope. Y'all are saddened by the memory of Barkable passing yet again.
That was these remnants that are just they've just been sitting there in this map for all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've been to the town.
It's
It
been a
has.
while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. Where's Father Kearns?
It's been a long time without you, my friends.
Don't you ever see her again.
All
As you
right,
enter
so we have
town,
Loosefang, we have
Thought
Marcus,
you
we
wanted
have
to be the-
Sheik, we have Renji, we have Mira. We're missing Feluco and Sir Thomas.
Brother Thomas.
I can
Brother Thomas,
Sir
yes.
Squeaks.
I
And
can,
And
Sir
Sir
Squeaks.
Squeaks.
I can
Indeed.
imagine it right now. The entire party is singing together that song as they're walking into town.
So, how good are you at singing, Renji?
Oh my!
Yeah.
Have you ever tried?
Yes.
All right. So you have returned once again to the small village town of Gurney Bay.
Singing that same song. It's been a long time.
My. All right. By this time, all right. It is the early evening, and the streets are oddly deserted. Even the inn and tavern that you stayed in for several nights previously seems somewhat abandoned. There are no lights on inside.
Huh.
Across the square, the combination of the mayor's home and the blacksmith forge, it does have a bit of smoke coming from the chimney, and there is you can see the light of the forge fire from within. However, Jacob, the town mayor, is sitting on his porch, and he is staring off into space, and you can see that sitting next to him on a small stool, you can see a bottle. Your only conclusion is that Jacob has been drinking, and for some reason, and you don't know why. But you don't see anyone else in the town.
That seems pretty typical, as we haven't really seen that many people in the town.
Most people are afraid of us. I put on my
Exactly.
mask and my robes.
I go up
Although-
to the mayor and ask him what's been going on lately.
He looks up at you with bloodshot eyes. You can tell that he has been drinking quite a bit, and you're not sure just how cognizant he is at this point, but you can also tell that he has been crying. And then he looks up at you and squints his eyes, and then gives a little burp, and then puts his head back down again and shakes his head. And he says, "They're gone. They all got up and they all left.
Who left?
Everyone. They're all gone.
Do they leave left or do they leave right?
Oh, no. Left. Oh, you're not even here. Don't go there.
I just simply
Oh.
shake my head. Such a drunkard.
Uh-oh.
They're all gone. I just found this down in the basement. You want some?
I'll pass. Thank
What
you.
happened?
I say I'll pass.
Sure.
What happened?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you hadn't shaved for a week.
Probably a bit longer if I'm honest.
Well, There's a good reason for why he doesn't shave.
Uh,
I think I look better with a beard.
I look better with a beard.
It looks like the group of you forgot to shave. Oh, Father, what you doing here?
Derek, don't pretend this part to be taken wrong.
What
I
did you
look at
say?
Father Kearns.
And Father Kearns is somewhat standing back and holding his nose and shaking his head sadly. Although he is looking around the town and he is worried, and he turns to you, Mira, and he says, I don't think this town is safe. I don't think we should stay here either."
I don't think we should either. Let's
Mr.
meet up with
Mayor,
Faloko and Brother Thomas. To
what
get,
happened to
get
all the
out of
people?
here.
Said they
Well,
left.
the guy with the I couldn't see his face. He was all dark. Yeah,
Maybe blackface.
Dark.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, his face it was all pretty dark. Yep. And they all got up and they followed him. They're all gone.
Have we told Father Kearns about our encounter with what's his name? Not Gothas, but
Morcott.
Morcott.
Yeah, Father Kearns does not know about Morcott. Oh wait, no,
I
I
look
think
at-
you did tell him about it. Yes, I think you
Yeah,
did
we
tell
told him
him.
about that interaction.
You
Wait,
did.
okay.
You did not tell Brother Thomas about that though.
Hey,
Yeah,
So,
but Brother Thomas isn't here.
so if everybody left, what's the
Okay.
real estate like?
What's keeping you?
Oh.
Can I like move into
Why
that
did you
one over
not?
there for like 1 gold? I would say if I were there.
I bet you the price of housing has gone way down.
Come on, guys.
So he actually takes his bottle and he tries to drink from it, and then he lowers it from his face and he looks rather disappointed. And he says, I've run dry again. I gotta go find the other one."
Yeah, no more
I
for
don't-
you.
Think you're quite
I
dry.
hand him a flask of water. Here, drink this instead. This is going to be better for you.
It's don't
It's
smell
water.
don't smell like nothing.
It's
What's in
water.
here? Water. That's
Drink it.
not gonna get. That's not gonna make me forget.
Forget about what?
Um. No. They left. Yeah, that's right. They left. Yep.
Did Morcott come here?
The guy, he was all dark and couldn't see his face, and the people. Yeah, they left. That's right.
Did you feel cold when he came?
Did you
I
see all
don't
this?
know. No, not good. No. Don't make it come back. Don't make it come back, please.
Don't you want the people back?
Tarek,
Huh?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hmm.
He is beginning to tremble and shake, and he actually cups his he curls his arms around his legs, and he begins to start rocking back and forth. He's getting upset about something, and you can't tell what. So I want you guys to do sense motive checks.
Sense motives check. Ba-ba.
Oh, Marcus, very
Whoa,
nice.
Marcus! Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a sensitive person.
Though I seem thick-skinned.
Yes.
So
Anyway,
I have a skill that's profession. It's checked. What is
wow,
that
Renji.
profession? What is that profession I have checked?
That means that as that with your class, if you were to put points in a profession, then you could use that profession as a skill. So professions include things like smithing or tailoring or cooking, things like that. Professions that you could use to produce goods to sell for profit.
Mm.
Oh.
Let's see.
If you should choose to do so. If you talk to
Can I-
Foluco, he's done that actually.
Okay. Can I do a
Return.
diplomacy check to try and get him to actually talk to me?
Well, Marcus, you, after listening to him for a while, you realize he's hiding something. He's not telling you the whole truth. There is something that has gone seriously wrong, but you suspect that he's not telling you the whole story.
I don't think he's telling us something, guys. But I'm not sure we want to find out, or if we want to even stay around to find out. Father Kearns, I think something really dark happened here.
Well, then shouldn't we try to fix it?
I'm inclined to agree with you, child, but I don't know if Morcott's been here. There's no telling what he could have done, and why was poor Jacob left here, and the other was all followed Morcott. If it indeed was him, I mean, we saw the other bandits. They painted their faces black. It could have been any of them.
Why just following Morcott? Why not have Morcott just have killed them all off?
Maybe for a rich site?
Oh, there's no understanding chaos. He serves the Lord of Chaos.
Yes.
Which is why I'm saying I'm probably sure that we don't want to find out exactly what happened here. We need to get to safety.
All right, so I need those that have the scent ability. Those that have the scent ability, I need you guys to roll a spot check with using your scent ability.
Spot check.
So that would be Loose Fang, Mira, and Marcus.
Marcus.
Oh, Loose Fang,
Yeah, I'm
very
getting
nice
it.
roll. Also very nice, very nice. Okay, Loose Fang and Marcus, you are both sensing the smell of rotting flesh.
They've redeemed themselves.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they have. They showed you up on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, Loose Fang and Marcus, you are detecting the scent of rotting flesh. It is coming in on the sea breeze from the west.
This does
I'm not
bode
sure.
well.
Hmm.
Do you smell that, Marcus?
Yes, which is why I'm saying I'm pretty sure we don't want to find out exactly what happened here. We need to leave. But the thing is, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find any captain over on a boat anytime soon to take us anywhere. We're probably going to have to find a boat ourselves.
Or walk.
No, there was a boat just down in the bay.
Is there
This
a captain?
morning.
I don't know how I feel about leaving him.
Yeah, it was this morning. Yeah, there was a big boat came right up to the dock.
What did it do?
I didn't see where it went. It's gone now. It's
Did
everybody
anyone get on it?
Everybody was leaving.
On the ship?
Tried to stop them. They wouldn't listen. And then he starts shaking back and forth again.
Yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure something really, really bad happened here. Sorry to go really dark, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or
Okay,
something dark happened.
So what are you guys going to do about it? And Father Kearns is, he doesn't want to stay here, and he doesn't want to leave Jacob here by himself.
I think we should take him with us.
If he doesn't throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to take him whether he doesn't.
Also, we're going to need to find a boat. Where is?
Well,
But then I look around.
did
Where's
we go?
Loco though?
You don't know, and that's to be determined.
Yep.
Did we go to the dock first and come here, or did we just decide that we came?
No, you came. Sorry, you came here first. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. I was just gonna say I thought we saw it. It's fine if
All right. So it is beginning to get dark, and you're not sure. Well, whatever did happen here, as you suspected, it's most likely something dark. However, you don't know if where the inhabitants of the town have gone. All you know is you're hearing Jacob's drunk ramblings, and
Yeah.
you don't know whether the townspeople are alive or dead, and whether it really was Morcott or if it was just another one of the bandits.
oh.
Question: how long has it been since
Since like we left.
Yeah, how long has
Yeah.
it been since they
So
left,
it-
and what's the given time to get from there to here?
It is a 30-minute. It was a 30-minute walk from the bandit camp over to the sanctuary, and then they spent some good time over there trying to convince Father Kearns to join them. And then again, at least another 40 or 50 minutes journey from the sanctuary back to Gurney Bay. So it's been close to 2 hours.
Okay. And
Okay.
it probably takes roughly like 30 minutes or 40 minutes to get over here straight from there.
Yeah, because well, it's going to take upwards of an hour for you to make the journey from there to back to Gurney Bay.
Okay, so I'm still an hour's away. 1 hour.
But what if
away.
he travels by
Travels by what?
Bat.
bat?
Travel by bat.
Yeah.
Hold
Well-
up. That is 1 second. How much do I weigh?
But you've got to include Brother Thomas as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if the bat just carried Brother Thomas?
So I weigh 160. Brother Thomas probably weighs like 160, so that's roughly 300 pounds. Dire bats, how much can they lift?
What is the strength?
Sir Squeaks's strength is at
17. Which means that he can carry upwards of, I think it's 200 and some pounds. Let me make sure of that. So with strength 17, they can carry up to 260 pounds.
So what's the exact weight of Sir Thomas?
Sir Thomas is an intellectual, not very strong at all. He's between 140 and 150.
So 300
I
pounds,
doubt that Sir Squeaks would be able to carry both of you and still fly.
What's his? He has
Oof.
40. His speed is 40 in air, which you did not mark. 40 air,
So the
20.
movement, let me see.
20 land.
Speed, yeah, fly 40. That's correct.
Could you
Ah.
possibly summon another dire bat?
I
And then have that
could.
one.
I could.
So you could summon nature's companion, summon another dire bat, and then have the two of you fly.
I could.
That seems like the
Um,
fastest option.
How long would it take for them to fly here?
Well, if you are able to fly successfully, you could do the trip in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Summon nature's ally. Let me check how long that lasts.
It lasts.
I don't think it lasts long enough. No, it only lasts one round per level.
Oh,
So,
Oops.
at level 4, it's going to last for a total of 24 seconds. Not nearly enough
I don't
time.
think you're gonna get that far.
Okay.
Well, 20.
Now, at this
30
point,
seconds per level, but yeah.
to everyone's surprise, bursting from the door to the inn, you see the innkeeper, who is white-faced and panting heavily, looking around in a panic. And when he sees you and he sees Jacob, he looks around once again and then finally calms just a bit. And then he pants to you and he says, "It's gone. It's gone.
What's gone?
It
What's
was
gone?
it was an apparition. You saw it, Jacob. You saw it." And Jacob actually shakes his head and holds his head in his hand and said, "No, no, no, don't bring it back. No, no." And then the innkeeper actually falls to his knees and pants heavily, looking at the ground.
What happened?
There was some dark shape, and it had glowing eyes, and it spoke to my mind, and I tried to hide, and I finally I put my hand, and I locked my hand into the cupboard so that I couldn't go, and he's actually nursing his left wrist is bloodied and scraped up, as if he was if he said, I locked my hand into the cupboard, but I couldn't resist. I was trying to follow, and I kept trying, but I think I've hurt myself. And then he actually collapses to his knees and holds his wrist.
I'm gonna
Hero.
do long-term care on Brian while we're waiting.
Well, I turn to the rest of the group. Well,
I go
that's
inside
not
the-
an apparition of Morcott. I don't know what else is.
Which building is
Which building is what?
the inn?
That's the
That's
central building on the right.
this building.
Yes. This one over here is the mayor's house and the forge.
Hmm.
So Jacob actually looks up and he actually smiles a bit, and he said, "Oh, they're not all gone, Brian. Did you see which way they went?" And then Brian is actually holding his arm, trying to stop the bleeding, and he shakes his head sadly. Jacob, what have you done? You swore that off a year ago." And Jacob says, no, someone put this down in the basement. You ought to try some. It's pretty good.
I simply just shake my head.
I go inside the inn to have a look around, see if there's anything else.
I did a heal check to try and bandage his wounds. Just
That's
get the
good.
bleeding to stop
Yes,
and
you are
everything.
definitely, with a roll like that, you're definitely able to stop the bleeding. And Brian thanks you and returns to his feet. He has calmed quite a bit, and he explains to you that he saw in this morning there was a great ship that came to the dock. It came right up to the dock, and he remembers thinking that it was rather odd because a ship like that would have a keel that would be far too deep for it to come that shallow, because that dock is meant for fishing boats, not for big schooners.
Gotcha. Usually you park those and then you take dinghies in.
Yes, correct. And so Brian remembers thinking that that was really odd. And so the only thing he saw get off of that ship was a hooded figure, hooded in black. And as soon as the figure touched on the shore, then he could hear whispering in his mind. And he could see that the people in the town, they all were clutching their heads, and then after a while they all started walking toward the dock. And so while he still had his wits about him, he ran inside because he knew that this was not right, and he literally locked his arm into a cupboard, trying to stop himself from going before he lost his mind. And then he says that he must have hurt himself while he was under the control of this creature, because he was trying to pull his arm out of the cupboard, trying to follow, but he couldn't do it.
I turned to Father Kearns saying, well, if that doesn't describe Morcott, I don't know what else does.
I try
It's-
and comfort Brian by assuring him that the apparition is gone.
Did you look down at the docks? Is the ship still there?
I peek around the building and take a look.
Okay. Off in the distance, down on the shore, you can see the dock with the waves lapping quietly against the shore, and there is one fishing boat tied to the dock, but there is no ship as he describes.
I come back around and I tell him that I see nothing. I don't see a big ship, just a small little fishing boat.
So it's left,
Mm-hmm.
and most likely everyone's gone with it.
Yes, unfortunately.
Sheila and the twins and Joshua, they've all gone, I'm sure.
Yes. We will do
Sir.
what we can to get them back.
Okay.
Well,
Hang
I
on.
feel compelled that I should probably let him know that I smelt, or both Loosefang and I smelt decaying flesh coming from the ocean. So probably not really good news.
And you say
I'm
this?
sorry.
You say that out loud?
Yeah, I say that out loud.
Ugh.
Okay, that's
Bad
not
thing.
good news.
No.
I said not good news.
Well,
No,
we don't.
I
nor
didn't say
we
good
good
don't-
news.
We don't know for sure that it's them.
Exactly.
Your
So,
family could
probably
still
don't
be
wanna
alive, and we will
say
do what we can to bring them
without
back to
proof.
you. I promise.
Well, I don't want to go look.
It's okay. I promise you. I know you don't.
Look, let me stay here with Jacob. And then he actually he takes the bottle from Jacob's hand and literally throws it against the wall and shatters the glass. And he says, "Come on, man, let's get you into bed." And he actually leads Jacob into the inn, away from the mayor's house.
That's the best idea.
So the two of them disappear into the inn.
Sleep well, you two. We'll do what we can for you.
All right. So you guys are left in the twilight of the evening now, not quite sure what to do and somewhat shaken from what you've heard described here. Relieved a bit to see that there is more than one survivor, but you are quite apprehensive as to what happened to the rest of the village. So,
Readers.
okay, good night, Renji.
Thanks.
Good night.
Why don't we go look in the other buildings, see if there's anyone else here, just to be sure.
I nod, saying that sounds like a really good possibility.
Okay, so
I just wouldn't want anyone else to be left behind or
why don't you
starving.
split up? Why don't you split up and go to the different sections of the town and then give me search checks?
What? The DM is suggesting to split up?
Oh no, not that much, Feluco. Split up and make your way around the town and give individual search checks.
Okay.
Well, I
can
already
go
said
with
I was in.
Father Kearns.
Yeah, Father Kearns can help out with that. Feluco, I'm giving you about 10 more minutes before you arrive.
Okay. 10 more minutes in real life.
Can
Yep.
I take 20 on my search check?
Yes, you can actually, because there's nothing
Hold on.
interfering here.
Actually, I'll just take 10.
You can do that too.
I'll take 10.
All right, and so
Okay.
Father Kearns is going to come on over here and see what he can find.
Well, I'm going with Father Kearns to help
All right.
protect him.
Okay. So And then search for Renji. And I need, okay, yeah, Sheik did his.
Hey, random question. Where's
Yes.
the direction of the ocean?
To the west.
To the west. So
Yes.
in this
So
direction.
this way. This way.
Correct. This over
That's
here,
to the east.
that's east. West, it rhymes
Okay.
with left.
I thought you said west.
Ah, well. Yes, actually, it's behind the mayor's house / blacksmith shop. In this direction is the path down to the beach and to the docks.
Okay.
Boop.
And so Renji actually, after a moment, Renji calls out to you, and he says, I've got someone over here."
I run over to see what he's talking about. Who did you find?
All right. And he leads a child out of the house. A young girl that is dressed in a dirty but serviceable faded purple dress, and you can tell that she's been crying. She probably is no more than 9 or 10 years old.
I kneel down so I'm at her height, and I take off my mask so I look a
You
little
don't
less
have to.
scary. What's wrong,
What-
sweetheart?
What
Are
was
you
that,
okay?
Loose Fang?
I was just saying she doesn't have to. She's all right.
Yeah.
She's already at that height.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm not that short.
Yeah, this is
I don't
this is
know,
a
I'm pretty
9 or
sure.
10-year-old girl. Mira is probably is still a little taller than a 10-year-old girl. I'll give her a little bit of credit.
I've walked around next to 9 and 10-year-olds. I'm taller than them.
Indeed.
Yeah, I kneel down so I look less scary because I'm below her, not above her. And I ask her, "Are you okay?"
She said so, and you
Oh,
can
and
tell
I
that
take off
she's
my
been
mask.
crying.
I take off my mask as
And
well.
even though she's been crying for a while, and she's still sniffling, her eyes widen when she sees your face, and she actually her mouth drops open a bit, and then she kind of reaches out with her a shaky child hand, and actually puts her hand on the side of your face, and you can tell she's kind of petting a little bit, like she doesn't quite understand what to do with you, except all she knows is that you're a dog.
Aww.
I take my rag and I clean up her face. Well, I take my white handkerchief and clean up her face.
Oh,
Aw.
Dude, you don't know. Don't let her do that. You don't know where that's been.
Shut up!
it's perfectly clean, Feluco, as long as Mira is.
Yeah, as long
Only
as
I can-
she's holding it.
As long as I'm touching it, it's clean.
That thing is disgusting.
Not.
It's a black goopy mess.
No, it's not.
It's okay, Feluco. Just wait till you get here. She'll show you. Right.
I've
So
held it
you
once
wipe the
before.
child's face, and the streaks of tears are wiped from her face. She sniffles a bit, and she looks up at you, and she says, you're the angel. I saw you last week. You're the angel, aren't you?"
Yes.
And you came back, but you're too late.
Oh no, I'm sorry, child.
They're all gone. Well, I don't know why, but they all left, and I kept saying don't go, but they wouldn't listen to me. So now I'm
know.
all alone.
Well, I'm here.
You're not
Well-
alone.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're nowhere
Interesting
near.
thought.
Huh? What's your
So-
thought?
So if what the innkeeper is saying, like everybody else was hearing that noise to follow
Yes.
what was possibly Morcott, then why was she the one telling everybody else to not follow?
Curious.
So maybe it's the children or those who have a young innocent mind that can't hear Morcott's calls.
Interesting. That is an interesting thought. You want to test that theory?
No.
No, no, no. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Not
nope.
right now.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay, so
Hmm.
let's see. Hang on a second. I'm looking for to do.
Uh-oh. What did I do?
No, you didn't do anything. You're okay. You're okay.
Don't give ideas to the DM.
Yeah, be real careful about that. In fact, the DM I was working with earlier today, he was saying that same thing. Don't give me ideas.
Oh man.
No, but um, as far as you can tell, the others have not found anyone.
Hmm.
There we are.
Oop.
All right. Yeah. So you haven't been able to find anyone else. So you found Brian, the innkeeper. You found Jacob, the mayor, and you found this little girl. Although Father Kearns is not going to give up, he's going to continue searching.
I search with Father Kearns.
So he's actually moving around to the different spots.
I smile watching him move around.
All right.
I take the little, small girl's hand and I ask her what her name is.
Okay. She's staring at you in wonder, and it takes her a moment to catch her voice. But then she, in a very small voice, she says, "Okay, my name's Layla."
What's a beautiful name?
Doggy.
Not a doggy. She just doesn't know. I mean, she's never seen anybody like you before. She's not sure how to act.
I take her
All right.
hand and
Really pretty name.
yeah. I take her
So-
hand and I have her follow me to the inn.
Okay, Marcus, I need you to do a spot check.
Oh.
Father Kearns is over here looking in this house. I need you to, do a spot and then do a listen.
Okay. You.
Okay, yep. All right. Although you can't see, you do hear movement around this side of the house. Over here.
I motion to Father Kearns. Father Kearns, I hear something over here.
All right. So Father Kearns, he actually comes pretty quickly around the side of the house looking to reveal a small boy who was hiding out behind one of the corners of the house, trying to stay out of sight. And when you come into view, he actually ducks a little further behind the house, trying to hide from you.
Hey, son. No need to fear. We're here to help you.
No, the bad man, the bad man. You're gonna bring the bad man back.
He's gone. He's not here anymore. See? I take off my hood and show him my face. See? I'm a kind person.
Yeah,
All I just want to do is help.
You're a talking dog?
I smile and say, yes.
And so he actually sits down and kind of holds his head in his hand, and he's kind of shaking his head back and forth, and he says, I'm dreaming, right? I'm dreaming? Yes, I'm dreaming. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hold
okay.
his.
I gotta wake up. Wake up, Sammy. Wake up, wake up.
I grab his hand and put it right next to my face. Does this feel like you're dreaming?
You're soft.
He's just a kid. He doesn't know any better. Oh, that's even cuter than Layla.
Yeah, let's call our adventure over and just raise these kids to be fun-loving and people.
Raise them to be furries.
Oh my goodness, you're going to corrupt these poor children. These children have been through this traumatic experience, and then you say, okay, come on, let's be a furry. That'll make every... Well,
We don't
okay.
need that.
That's half right, I guess.
No,
All
I'm
right.
joking.
So Samuel is actually looking at you in wonder, but you can tell that he's been pretty scared, and he's been hiding out. He tells you in a very halting voice about how all of the adults just got up and left, and he was just sitting here hiding. He said he could see down on the beach because his house is close to the beach. He actually could see the big ship down on the beach, and there all of the adults got onto the ship, and some of the adults they just walked right off the dock and fell into the water. And it scared him to death, and then the ship just it left. It just sailed away, even while some of the people were still getting on, and every didn't get on the ship. They just walked right off the dock and into the water.
I hug him tightly. It's okay. It's okay.
And so
It's not
he
gonna
kind of
come back.
he buries his face into your chest fur, and he just kind of sits there, and he's not sure what to do. So you've got a kid that's attached to you now.
Does that give him an armor
I look at
class
Father
bonus?
Curtains. I look at Father Kearns.
So Father
Well-
Kearns actually looks at you, and he kind of smiles sadly, and he says, "I'm afraid you may have a pet, son."
So, hey, question.
Well,
Does that give
Are-
him an armor class bonus?
A what?
An armor class.
No.
Terrible.
That's terrible. Using a kid as a human shield? Come on, man.
Don't hurt the children, please. All right. Meanwhile, at this point in time, arriving at the edge of town, we have Sir Squeaks, along with Foluco
we-
and Brother Thomas.
With,
I need to go grab Brother Thomas just a
with
second.
no names and...
Yeah, I'll get you there just a second.
Yeah, Mira doesn't have a name or health bar either.
Wow. Why does this keep happening?
I'm special. I don't need one.
You don't?
I don't. I'm invisible.
Eh.
Nana boo boo.
Really?
Are you gonna start using that lingo, Mira? Come on.
Yes, I'm 12.
And I can't control... Oh, I can control Squeaks.
Yes, I'm 12. Hi, nice to meet you.
All right.
Hi,
My-
I'm 13.
My name's Mira, and I'm 18, but I act like a child. Nice to meet ya.
Hi,
All
my
right.
name is Marcus. I'm 18, and I am a chocoholic.
All right, let's get back to the.
All right. So we have that, and we have
Basket
that,
man.
and that. All right. So is everybody good now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Everybody can see the bars. Everybody can control their characters.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So arriving in town is Brother Thomas, Foluco, and Sir Squeaks.
Sure,
Brother-
sweets.
Sir Squeaks. Chivalrous. And you see his icon, right? Mira, did you see the icon for Sir Squeaks?
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay. Foluca wanted to point out that is not an accurate representation of what he really is. He really liked that icon.
I mean, that's fair, man. That's really fair.
So, all right.
Doesn't
So-
want an icon taking up like 1, 2, 3, like 9 squares around.
No, he'd take up 2 squares.
It'd take,
2
yeah, it
squares?
would be
Okay.
2 squares, yes.
Okay.
So
he,
he'd be
he just has big.
yeah, he'd be like my giant ant or my mare that I've summoned.
Yep.
Okay.
So Brother Thomas walks up to you, Mira, and he says, Mira, so did you go to the sanctuary? Did you see
Yes.
Father Kern?
Yes, he's with us.
He's here.
Yes.
Oh, be praised. Okay. You convinced him to leave. What did you do to the sanctuary? Did you leave it? Did you leave it open? Did you lock it?
We jammed the door by melting the locks. Renji has a special ability where he can use acid spray, and he managed to melt the locks, so the sanctuary is sealed.
So while you're telling this, Renji actually steps back and kind of folds his arms over his chest, and he looks pretty prideful as you're reading the story.
Yeah, we
So
took
go
the
ahead.
seven books with us, the tomes, and
the series on the artifacts, you got those?
yes. However,
Well,
Volume 5 is damaged badly. A lot of pages are missing. We think the bandits took them when they raided the sanctuary.
They did. They did. In fact, I saw the pages torn out. They brought them into the summoning room. They were trying to use them there. Those pages were given to one of the cultists, and that before the trolls were summoned, that the cultist must have taken them and either put them somewhere or took them off site. I don't know. I didn't see him again.
Yes. So, but we do have the rest of the series, and Father Kearns has the key to the sanctuary, which he can't get into now, but the key also opens up the reliquary. So he still has the key on him, and we took the main artifact with us.
Did he get the scrying glass? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you, child?
I do not.
Forgive me. I'll have to ask him myself. Where is he?
He's down that way towards the dock.
All right. Thank you, child.
Of course.
Oh, this will be a welcome sight.
Mm-hmm. I turn back to the child.
So much going on right now. So,
Yeah,
Marcus.
Thank you for waiting, Feluco, so you don't scare the crap out of the children.
Yeah. Yeah, you have this great big wolf creature dressed entirely in bones and accompanied by a 15-foot dire bat. I think that's nightmare fuel for the kids.
Especially after what
Yeah.
they've already seen.
I'm unaware
Yeah.
of this, and I'm just being smart.
So, Marcus, you see Brother Thomas hurry up to Father Kearns, and they embrace fondly. And Father Kearns says that he is grateful that Thomas still lives, and they relate the stories of what happened up to this point. And then Thomas looks around the town and asks, "Well, where is everyone?"
I look sadly at Samuel, saying, I believe there is a bad thing that happened here, Brother Thomas. But the best thing for now is to make sure that this child should probably find someplace safe for him.
All right, at this moment, I need everyone to make a listen check.
Listen check.
Everyone make listen checks. All right, and I need to do one for Sheik as well.
And Renji.
Yeah, I thought I did
You
one
already
for
did
Renji.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
did
did.
that.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Hey,
I wasn't
could you
paying attention.
could you make Sir Squeaks' rolls public?
Are they not public?
No, it's too generous.
They're not showing up.
Interesting.
It's doing the same thing it did in episode 1.
Okay. So how do I fix that?
Whatever you did in episode 1.
I'm looking. I'm
I
looking to
mean-
see.
We have it on camera, so you
No,
could.
we don't.
Oh, no, we don't. Oops. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we don't have
let-
Tarek's POV. We don't
Yeah,
have Tarek's POV.
sorry.
Don't listen to the kitsune. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, boo. You do know what you're talking about.
No, not really.
So if I do this,
I'm gonna go
I-
get some ice cream. I
that's
can
right,
still hear you
okay.
all.
in all of those cases, that's right, is because it's a new character, all of those spots where it has a /W in the macro section,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get rid of those. Just
Mm.
wherever it says /W, you need to go in and delete the /W there.
Okay.
Oh, and also, wow. So if I do, for example, this one here, what happens?
That's just
Yeah,
a 10.
so that worked. Okay, so wherever it says GM, get rid of the /W GM, and then the line should just begin with an ampersand. And if you do that, then they'll all become public.
Okay.
So I've done the first
Okay.
for you. If you want to go ahead and do those, Fuluko. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll let you do those. All right, anyway, back to the listen check. So Sheik
Oh,
and Lose Fang,
fudge. Okay, now
say what?
fixed it.
Sheik.
Okay, Sheik and Loose Fang and Foluko and Marcus, the four of you, you actually hear the bang of a craft, a boat or something up against the dock down at the beach. So something has
Perk up.
come up to the dock and has actually hit the dock, wood on wood.
I'm gonna do a spot check to see if I can see what pulled up.
Yep, Marcus and Sheik are the only ones that are close enough to do that. So go ahead. We'll do one for Sheik as well. Do.
I'm still waiting to hear back from Brother Thomas as to if it's okay to come into town.
It's
I have
not.
no kid as I'm doing this.
No. So at this point, so neither one of you, Marcus or Sheik, can see. It is dark now. The sun has gone down, and Brother Thomas comes back up to you, Foluko, and he relays to you that there are children in the town, and most of the town's inhabitants are gone. Probably better if you stayed on the outskirts and did not actually come into town itself.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Father Kearns,
Yes.
I believe we might need to find somewhere safe for this child and whoever else, everybody else found.
I can take him over to the inn. That's probably the safest point in town right now.
Okay. I ready
Alright.
myself an ice bolt from the direction that I heard that noise from.
Okay. Sheik, on the other hand, runs off to tell the rest of the group that someone has docked. And it's because he's human, he can't see to the dock, and he needs the rest of you to come down to the docks and see what happened there. There is a boat at the dock somewhere.
I just sit put right at the edge of town and draw some shapes in the sand.
I nod and I turn to Leela and I tell her to go with Sheik.
Okay.
That is incredibly hot.
So she actually holds on to your hand for just a moment and kind of tries to pull you with her.
It'll be okay, child. Trust me.
She said, "Okay, don't go away again, Angel. Don't go away. You stay, okay?"
Okay.
So
Aw.
she leads Layla as well over to the inn, and Father Kearns and Layla both go into the inn together.
I walk down to the dock and see if I could see anything.
All right. So are all of you going to go down to the docks?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Fuluko, the children are in the inn now, so you can safely travel through town if you wish.
Okay.
Ah, bad spot check.
Wait, should somebody stay with the children at the inn to help protect them,
I
or
could guard the inn door.
okay?
Whoops, sorry.
You are grieved at the memory of Barkabo's passing.
Ah,
That was the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Aw, okay.
All right.
bad spot check.
Sorry about that. All right. And let me set up. Okay. So the
Mira
group of
still
you
doesn't have her. Mira still doesn't have her name and health bar.
again.
Yep.
I'm
All right.
special. I don't need one.
I know what the setting is. I thought I saved the changes back to her character. I'm not sure what's going on here. Can you see it now?
Yep.
All
I
right.
think
Let
it's
me
where you
go.
have to like. I think it's where you have to like do it every single time you switch a map.
That may be, but that
It's
seems
just-
like a pain.
I'm
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, you are special.
Fuluko doesn't have one either.
Nope, he doesn't. And neither does Sir Squeaks, I'll bet.
Can't
Where
you
is
just
Sir
like
Squeak?
copy
Right
and
there.
Nope.
paste the token from the other map?
I could do that, but I'm trying to set it up so that the library has the links, and apparently the library is not getting the links
What'd
because
you
I'm
do the
pulling
very
your
first
characters
time?
from the library.
That's weird.
I'd say as I eat my ice cream.
Hmm.
I want
Delicious.
ice cream.
I know.
First
I am no
panda,
techie.
now ice.
Huh?
You
First
are
panda
having
and now ice.
You ate a
You
panda?
are having a yummy, delicious day, Xena.
I am.
Or,
I
sorry, Mira.
had Chick-fil-A for breakfast too.
Oh my
my
gosh.
I didn't even have anything for breakfast.
Well,
Okay.
I also got my haircut today, so yay!
All right.
Okay, Miss Spoil Pants.
All right. You can see.
Hey, I paid for it myself.
All right, what do we see?
Yeah, I agree with that. There it is.
All right. All right. It is night, and you have arrived at the docks. There we go. You have arrived at the docks. You hear the lap of the waves against the shore and the rock of a single fishing boat that is tied to the docks. The boat appears to be empty, but on the front of the boat, there is a lantern that is lit. Someone was in this boat, and it was recently. So, I need to know what you guys plan on doing.
I'd like to do a scent check if I smell anything unusual.
Okay?
That's what I was doing that for.
Okay, Marcus, you're doing scent, and Loosefang, you also want to do a spot by scent?
Yeah.
I'll do a search check
Okay, where are you going to search?
just around the edges of the water, looking for what
So
could
you're
possibly have made that
looking down
sound.
into the water?
Yeah, well, I'm looking around the edges of the dock, seeing if there's actually like anything that could have caused that loud bump sound that Marcus and Sheik heard. Well,
Mira,
Marcus and Lizfang.
when you look over here, your search brings up a ghastly sight. You see two bodies floating face down in the water of what could only be a couple of the townspeople. And as you look around, you see several more bodies floating out in the water off of the dock.
Oh no.
Okay. Then the rotting flesh smell that Loosefang and Marcus mentioned earlier, this could only be where it is coming from. Holy cow, Sir Squeaks.
Oh my gosh! This is even better than Barkable. Holy cow!
No, I don't. Okay, don't make Sir Squeaks lick people, please. That's going to be super creepy.
Why not? It's cute, like a little bat tongue, just like licking
Okay,
people.
how
That's
we
super
doing?
Yes.
cute.
From
So
an
what
8
happened?
foot, 15-foot wingspan bat.
I think it's cute, but that's just me.
Aw.
So what happened?
He's gonna.
All right,
He's
so-
gonna have his own thing.
I would
haven't
pet
figured
him
it
and
out
give
yet.
him grapes all day.
Let's
So
focus.
Mira has found several townspeople floating face down in the water just off of the docks.
Well,
Hey guys, come look over here.
I walk
Okay,
over
so-
to Mira.
So in reply to those two rolls, did we hear anything?
Sir, actually, Sir Squeaks, you can definitely hear that there is something moving over here at the other end of the dock.
Squeaks to Faluco about direction. And
Hey, that's pretty good. Who did that?
That was me,
That was pretty good.
Marcus.
and so Faluco's like, Squeaks thinks there's something over there. Just letting you guys know. What you looking at, Mira?
Well, come over here and see.
Yeah, you better come
Definitely
see.
good that, definitely good that we decided to take the kids over to the inn
Mhm.
rather than. Yep.
They don't.
I look over the
They-
edge to see
They
the
don't need to
bodies,
see this.
and I say that's a very odd choice of buoyancy.
Good.
Buoys.
Odd choice of buoys.
Now's not the time.
Says the guy wearing the skeleton armor.
Hey, it's the new fashion, don't you know?
What?
I'm not going there.
It's having trouble saying.
Okay.
I'm not going there.
See, Squeaks
Anyways.
agrees with me.
Okay. So,
But keep happening, does it?
so Squeaks, what are you doing at this point? So you guys are looking off the side of the dock and you're holding your noses at the smell of rotting flesh, and you see the corpses of some of the townspeople down, face down in the water, just floating there off the dock.
Ooh, can we not do that over and over? Hurts.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Thank you very much.
Marcus was doing all right, but it gets a little grating after a while.
All right.
Okay.
I've
Renji
been known
on
to
the
be rather annoying.
No. Renji, on the other hand, is making his way along the dock, and he has drawn his hand and a half sword, and he is walking down the docks, looking rather cautious. And he turns to you, Mira, and he said, "This boat was not here before."
Well,
So, Mira
is
and let's see, Mira and Foluco, I need you guys to do spot checks using your low light vision. And Sir Squeaks, we're going to give you a spot check using echolocation.
So how do I add on low light?
Say again?
How do I add on low light?
You just do a normal. Well, the thing is, because you have low light vision, you do a spot check in the dark without penalty.
Oh.
That's how it works.
okay. So should I do a spot check too? Because I have low light vision.
I'm looking at positions of characters, and I say Mira and Foluco and Sir Squeaks.
Oh, okay.
So Foluco, Mira, and Sir Squeaks using echolocation. Okay, Sir Squeaks.
Hey, Squeaks
Marcus,
is
I
fine,
can know.
stop
I
it.
can
Sorry.
tell that that's a temptation for you.
Sorry. I'm
That's
trying
okay.
my best.
All right, Sir Squeaks, you are getting echoes from these two spots here.
He says over there.
Okay, Renji looks and nods and then creeps down the dock. So Renji is going to make a spot check now. If I can get to his character sheet. Come on.
I ready
go.
my ice bolt.
All right. And Renji actually walks over to this area and then turns back and he shakes his head and shrugs his shoulders. Nobody over here.
He says there is.
So what are you guys going to do? Oh, sorry about that.
Hmm.
Ah. Oh well.
Okay, Marcus, are you spotting by sight or by smell?
By sight.
All right. Yep. You can't see anything at this point.
Dang it.
Well, he says there was something over here. And if we can't see it...
Okay, so Foluco,
Nope.
I'm gonna let you do a spot check now. Oh, you just did it. All right.
Nope.
So,
All clear here.
okay. So, Sir Squeaks, why don't you go ahead and do one, and then Mira will do you next. Sheik is actually walking blind because he can't see in the dark.
So me next?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's awful.
Nope. The dock.
Well, what about Loose Fang?
The dock looks clear and peaceful. Loose Fang, I don't know what you're checking out over here unless you're obsessed with these drowned bodies.
Sorry.
That's cool. I mean, if you want to check out the drowned bodies, you can do that. It's a little creepy though.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh my.
Well, in this case, the water.
Yeah, true.
So I turned to Mira and I said, so Renji said this boat wasn't here. I don't see anybody. Who brought it here?
All right, Marcus,
Can
I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Reflex saving throw. Uh-oh. Reflex saving throw. Where is that?
That's on your main stat sheet below
Yep.
your attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it?
Wait, hold on. I'm not seeing it.
Okay. Go to your main character sheet.
Okay.
Fortitude.
All right, and then if
reflex
you
will.
see your ability score section on the main stats tab there,
Okay, yes.
and then scroll down a bit more and you see saving throws, fortitude, reflex, and will.
Oh, okay.
And to the right of those are your dice rolls. There you go.
Oops.
Okay. Reflex. Okay. Marcus,
Uh-oh.
you have been grappled from behind. Your arms are pinned to your side and someone is holding you from behind.
I scream out, ah!
Okay. At the same time, someone also goes for Renji, and he needs to make a reflex saving throw as well.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, Renji is likewise grappled.
Help!
All right.
Hey guys, help!
I don't know if there's anything
All right.
to do at the moment. I figured probably.
So at
Surprise.
this point, 4 men jump off the boat, and 2 of them are holding Renji and Marcus. Marcus, you feel the sting of a dagger at your throat, and you hear a voice in your ear saying, "Better not move, Fuzzball, or I've got myself a new leather."
Boop.
Okay.
Boop.
The rest of you can see, except for Sheik, because he's night
Go.
blind. You can see two.
He's a human.
You can see two men
Human.
standing behind both Renji and Marcus, holding them, pinning their arms to their sides, while there are two more men standing in the boat.
He's a human.
Before your eyes, from behind the posts on the pier, three more step out of the shadows. Okay, can you guys see all those?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yes.
right. These look very similar to the cultists that you saw back at the Temple of Kexoth. And they look to you like they are members of that cult. And
can I see the priest from here?
sitting on the boat, yes, he is actually stood up from where he was hiding before, and you can see him quite clearly now.
I'm like, hey, Dedo, is that you?
It's not the same priest that you saw before, no.
Nonetheless, I still say it.
All right. And so the two men on the boat that are holding Renji and Marcus, they say, we're going to take these two, and you, the rest of you, are going to simply walk back toward the town and leave us.
I
don't think so.
Oh, question.
You can choose to comply, or I can slit his throat. Which one would you like?
Question: can I make a move before we start initiating in combat?
I believe they have the surprise round advantage at this point.
Right, but they're giving us an opportunity to make a move.
That is correct. You can make a choice.
Okay.
So if you take an action, they can react to your action because they are ready for it.
Okay. Is the boat touching the dock?
It is.
I place my hand on the dock and I use wood shape to collapse part of the boat.
Really?
Yes. The way I do it is I like use wood shape to like rewarp the area on the edge of the boat because it's 10 feet plus 1 foot per level, so like 13 feet.
Okay.
So I use wood shape to affect right here, these two squares that they're standing on, and like kind of like pushing the wood from like the middle to like the left and the middle to the right, but like as it does it kind of like warps backward in like a C kind of shape with like as spikes to like shoot into their shoulders.
So you're going to try and actually use the wood, reshape the wood to impale them.
Yes, which would
where
also,
they stand.
Yeah, which would also collapse what.
Like allow water to flow in.
Yeah, where they're standing on, the wood would go out from underneath their feet and like impale their shoulders.
Yeah, and then it would cause the boat to start flooding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So you go ahead and cast your spell, Feluco. You are not going to be interrupted because this one is not close enough to try and interrupt what you're doing. But in order to enact this spell, you do need to get down on your hands and knees and actually physically touch the wood, and they can see that you're doing that. So while you're not going to be interrupted, they're going to try and intervene.
Well, I kind of do it in like I'm not just going to like lay completely face down. I'm just going to like
Can I do a
kneel
synth
down
mode
on like one
see if
knee and like place my hand on the floor.
Okay.
Can I do a sense motive to see if I can kind of pick up on what Fualuko is gonna try to do? Maybe not to the extent.
That would be more of a spot check to see if you can notice.
So to the zealots, all they see is me kneeling down and placing my hand on the docks.
Precisely, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I go ahead and I do that.
So, all right, Loose Fang, you do not notice what Feluco's doing. Your attention is focused completely on Marcus and Renji, who both have daggers to their throats. At this point, I need everybody People started rolling initiative already. Why are we doing this?
Because we knew it
Because I
was
knew we'd
coming.
start combat.
Indeed.
Brother
So,
Thomas is here?
no, he's not.
I was about to say.
There's
Go.
not a ghost
I don't
either.
see him.
So, Foluco, Sir Squeaks, and Mira.
There's no ghost.
There we go.
There we go. That's a good initiative roll.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. And Sir Squeaks is going to be amazing if he keeps rolling like that. All right.
You're jinxing him.
Hey,
Of
I got
course
a
I am.
25.7.
He is a noble bat.
A 25.7. Wait,
Yeah,
where did
look
you...
at the roll.
I see that,
That
but where
was-
did you go?
I don't know.
At the bottom.
I don't.
Sir Squeaks
Okay,
is a
go
noble
ahead
bat.
and roll
His
that
rolls
again,
shall
and
be noble as
add-
well.
Ah.
And then I will
At the
change
what?
it. I'll go ahead and roll it again, and I'll change it to 2507. There you
Okay.
go. Oh, there it is. You got it again.
Well, it's the same thing. Nice.
Not
How
bad
did you
at
do
all.
that?
That's
don't know.
impressive. Okay. So, what I need to do, because there is no surprise round, we all roll initiative and see who can act when. So, Foluco, on your turn, you will cast your wood shape spell. All right. So,
Okay.
So it wasn't
Renji,
before-
I need to roll initiative for Renji.
So it wasn't.
It'll be an action that you take on your turn.
Oh, I thought I was doing it before everything started.
Nope.
Okay, well then, if it's gonna be an action on my turn, I might not initially do it. I might move, and then do it. Because I don't know like how these zealots are gonna move. Because they're giving us the opportunity to just walk away, right? So I assumed I could
Well, I need to roll initiative for these guys, so just a moment.
roll once, roll once, roll. Hey, the priest rolled a 0. Sweet.
Nice. Yes. Okay. My son is very excited. He's making some very good progress in this game that he's playing. So he had to come in and tell me what he's doing.
What game?
Nice.
Did you use the teacup to kill the boss?
What?
It's a Riddick reference.
Okay. Now, it's Nathan, and he's playing a game called Star Control 2.
Yeah. Hi, Nathan.
Hi,
Mm.
Nathan.
He says hi.
Uh-huh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Right.
I want to do something other than a wolf. Let's see.
Okay. That's a pretty good spread. Okay. Combat begins. Marcus,
Okay.
you are at knife point and you are grappled. I'm not sure what you're going to do at this point.
Well, he has my hands, right?
Yeah, he's got your arm. He's got one arm holding a dagger at your throat, and the other is wrapped around your arms, trying to pin them to your sides.
Trying to pin them to my sides. Which direction are my paws facing?
Downward.
Downward. Okay, so I'm gonna slightly move my hands so he doesn't notice that I'm moving them towards him. And I'm
Okay.
gonna try shooting an ice bolt at him like a trick shot.
Okay, so you're going to actually point your paws back at behind yourself and try and shoot him in the legs or something?
Yeah, try and shoot him in the legs or in the stomach.
Okay, so first, give me a move silently to
Move
see if you can
silently.
do it. If you can make that motion without him noticing. I'm
Oh,
afraid not.
dang
Okay.
it.
As you begin to make the motion, you can feel him tightening the dagger at your throat, and he says, "Don't try it, fuzzball." You can try and
Shoot.
do it anyway,
Well,
if
I
you
don't know
choose.
if my hands. Well. Well, if I shoot that ice bolt, I don't know if it's gonna hit me or if it's just gonna hit the ground.
Yeah, you don't know. So, do you risk it?
Probably not at this point.
Okay, so you're just gonna relax and not do it.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally kill myself.
I hope you don't.
Nope.
Yeah. You guys know I don't pull punches. If a death is a real death, I let it happen. Okay,
Yep.
Sir Squeaks. Let's see how chivalrous you truly can be.
Let's see.
By the way, you guys did rest the night before, so you do have all your spells back, except for that move Earth spell that you cast this morning, Foluco.
Right. Because it was 1 hour of burning Barkable and then 1 hour to finish the ritual with Sir Squeaks. So wouldn't the 1 hour burning Barkable have rested my spells? Just
Sorry, say that again.
because it took 1 hour for
Yes.
Barkable's body to finish burning, would I have been able to regain my spells while waiting for that?
No,
Okay.
but you were able to regain the night before.
Gotcha.
So what are you going to do then?
Sir Squeaks, what's his attack? I'm looking. Weapon, it's a 1d8 plus 4. So is it a 1d8 plus 4 plus strength, or is it a 1d8 plus 4 general?
You mean to hit roll or for damage?
For damage?
It's the 1d8 plus 4 already includes his strength bonus.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Squeaks is going to move right there 40 feet and attack.
Okay. Passing through that square right there will invoke an attack of opportunity, but since he is currently holding his dagger to Marcus's throat, he's not going to move that away so that he can strike at you. So you're free to move through it. All right, and you're going to attack this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Waiting.
All right. I'm sorry, I was responding to a text, but yes, a 16 will hit. So go ahead and roll for damage. So you come across and you sink your teeth into the arm of the man who is holding his knife at Marcus's throat. Doing wow, 11 points of damage. That's impressive.
This massive bat flies over Mira, takes his sharp turn, and then sinks his fangs into the zealot holding Marcus.
Okay, that is enough to reduce him by exactly half of his health. So now he's going to make a fortitude saving throw.
Boop. Oh,
Okay. He, as you tear through his arm, he literally drops the dagger from his nerveless fingers and falls back onto the boat.
And now he's weaponless.
Okay.
whew. Thank you, Sir Squeaks.
So, just a moment.
Did that provoke an attack of opportunity from me, or
No, it didn't. You're not.
Okay.
You've got your back turned toward him.
okay?
So he is prone and lying on the boat. Okay, so at this point, the enforcer jumps from the boat onto the dock, and you can see that he is carrying a chain with a spiked ball at the end that he is twirling around in the air.
Ooh.
And he sidesteps around Renji and tries to swing the chain around and hit Marcus so that he falls back into the boat. So he's going to try and knock you off your balance there.
Can Renji grab the chain?
Renji has his arms pinned to his side until his turn, where he can try and make a strength check to try and break out of it.
I forgot about that.
That is a long chain, 20 feet.
Yeah.
So you want me to roll a reflex saving throw?
No, it's against your armor class, and so since you are now free, you don't have any armor class penalty, and so his swing is very awkward, and you're easily able to jump over it before it does any contact with you. So, okay. Meanwhile, this one over here sidesteps away from the post and takes aim at you, Feluco, with a small hand crossbow.
Oops.
But also is unable to do any damage at all. These are human, and you suspect that they can't see very well in the dark. Okay, Renji at this point is going to make a strength check to try and break away from this guy.
And succeeds.
He's gonna rip his arms off.
All right, and then the opposing strength roll from the guy who's holding him. Okay, Renji throws up both of his arms and throws this guy off of him. At the same time, the dagger at his throat slips across his chin, drawing a bead of blood from his jawline, but it doesn't do much damage at all. Renji is now free. Okay. Loosefang, it is your turn.
Okay. How far is it to the boat? Like, should I be able to hop into there?
You could jump from where you are. You could jump right into the boat.
Would that?
No, I'm not going to call a jump check on that one. I mean, if you were over here jumping into the boat, then I would call a jump check. But this is more like you're stepping into the boat.
Okay. In that case, I will hop over to here and whack this zealot.
Okay, he is prone, so it's going to be a lot easier to hit him. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Whoops. Quick, I still have a temporary modifier on there real quick. Right.
Yeah, take off your temporary modifiers after you use them. Dang, Loosefang! Whoa!
Nice.
That is quite
Do
good.
I hit?
Definitely enough to hit. Roll for damage on that guy.
Alrighty.
You're going to knock this guy silly in 2 hits. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I guess it's easy to go this way.
Okay, now you need to also add any strength bonus you have.
Oh, just 2. So
Okay, so that's actually 10 points of damage.
yes.
That is, wow, seriously impressive. Because that's enough to reduce him to almost unconscious. He has 1 hit point left. Dang, you guys ripped this one a new one.
I think you might realize you shouldn't with this town.
I love
Okay, so
not hearing the
he
last word
actually
you're saying.
he is going to make a will saving throw.
It fails.
Oh, and he fails it miserably. He scrambles backward away from you, trying to get away. And in his hurry to get away, he actually topples over the side of the boat and into the water.
Oof. I feel sorry for him. Not.
Okay? The priest, meanwhile, watches the action and snorts derisively and then points a finger at you, Loosefang. Okay, Loosefang, I need you to make a will saving throw. Oh, I'm afraid, Loosefang, you feel your muscles tighten and harden and you lose control. You are unable to move your body. You are now held magically. And I've got to get you an icon. Duke. All right. So for the next 3 rounds, you can make a will saving throw to try and break it, but if you fail, you are not able to take your turn. Sheik, meanwhile. Okay, seeing the action, he is trying to move off to the side to see if he can get a clear shot. He sees an opening between Marcus and Sir Squeaks and fires an arrow at the zealot. Give me this. Come on. Come on. There we go. But unfortunately, no, he is not able to make any damage. Although the arrow does glance off of the leather jerk that the zealot is wearing, it does not do any damage.
Aw.
And this one here moves into position. To try and get and brings up another hand crossbow, trying to get a shot off at Feluco, but he had to move too far this turn, is not able to fire this turn, he needs to fire on his next turn. Mira, it is your turn, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna ready some magic stones. Well, first I'm gonna move forward a square, and then I'm gonna ready some magic stones.
Okay, now, okay, you're gonna go there. All right, you're gonna cast magic stones. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Okay.
Wait, what is it? So if something has, let's say it says arms +4, melee, and bite.
Did my spells regenerate because I rested?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's a D4?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Feluco, what was your question?
If something has this in message to you in Discord, what does it mean? Like 0?
Let me take a look. Arms +4, melee 0, bite -1. Okay, where are you seeing that?
It's a squid.
Because it looks like melee. That means it would have no attack bonus for melee, and then. Oh no! Oh, I get it. Okay, arms +4 melee. So, if it's attacking with its arms, then it has a +4 to hit, and then it does But the 0, it looks like it does no damage. It's so I guess the arms, they're just checking to see if they can connect, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the context.
So what am I rolling?
So you're rolling a d4 to see how many magic stones you summon.
Oh, okay. So
Just
Okay,
one.
yeah, just one.
Okay.
So on your next turn, you can throw it.
Yay.
Okay. Ah, sorry. I went through the order too fast.
okay, yeah.
What?
Automatically do.
Just a
Wait,
minute.
what?
Just a minute.
Oh,
There we
it's
go.
a
Zealot
plus.
5.
I get it. It's a +4 racial bonus on grapple checks. That's why.
That must be it. Okay, that must be it. Okay, Zealot number 5 is going to sidestep over here to get in range with Foluco, and then he is going to try and slip a dagger between the bones that you're wearing to try and do some damage.
Can I backhand him?
But no, I'm afraid not. He's not able to do any damage. His blade cannot penetrate those bones. It is your turn, Foluco. Now, if you want to do your shape wood at this point, you can do that.
Instead of using the shape wood, I'm going to rather sacrifice it to summon a squid right there.
Ah, right there in the shallows. Okay.
Yes, and copy, paste. Those are its stats.
Okay, let me pull up a squid.
And then I'm going to
This should be pretty cool.
take 5 steps back.
Wow, okay. Interestingly enough,
So it has a grapple as a free action. If the grapple wins, which it has a +4 to, it automatically deals bite damage.
okay. Okay, and then you sent me the stats on Discord. I got you. Okay, I got it.
I love how many free actions it has.
Yep.
That is a scary.
Yep.
That's not Squidward, mind you.
No, that is not Squidward. Okay, so it has an arms attack at +4 to hit, and then if it hits, it can start a grapple as a free action. If it wins the grapple check, then it establishes a hold and automatically deals additional bite damage. Very cool. All right, so let's roll.
Is it a 1d6 plus? Oh no, it's the melee, the 1d20. I get it.
A d20, and then you're going to add 4 to it to do the attack roll. Do you want to do the attack roll, or do you want me to roll for it?
I'll let you do the rolls.
Okay, so here is the attack roll to see if it hits. No, it does not.
Wait, I thought it's supposed to have initiative. I mean, if you want to let it just go ahead and attack, I mean, I'm fine with that.
You know, you're absolutely right. I need to roll its initiative first. Forgive me. It's a d20 plus 3 for initiative. Okay, scratch that. Okay, there is its initiative.
21. Nice.
Come on. All right.
Don't forget the 3-turn counter.
The which one?
3-turn counter.
I don't understand what you're saying.
3 levels, 3 turns.
the 3 turn.
It's gonna disappear after 3 turns.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sound like you said.
All right. So I'll keep it that way. All right. So now, finally, the zealot number 2, who just was thrown off of Renji, is going to turn around and instead of trying to grapple him, is going to try and hit him in the back with his dagger.
Don't do that.
Oh my gosh, they're just not rolling very well tonight. So, Renji, wearing the full plate mail that he received back at the manor, it's merely you hear the scrape of metal on metal as the dagger fails to penetrate. And Marcus, it is now your turn. You are completely free and you're ready to go.
Sweet. I am going to first do a ice bolt aimed at the zealot there, and then at the priest back there.
So when you shoot one casting of ice bolt, it shoots 2 ice bolts, but they both go to the same target.
Oh, they both go to the same target.
That's correct, yes.
From chat.
Okay.
From chat. Failure to penetrate sounds like a performance issue.
Okay, let's not go there, guys.
Come on now.
Okay. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this zealot.
Okay, so roll 2 ranged touch attacks.
Okay.
The first one is a miss. The second one is that is also a miss. So both of your ice bolts go careening off into the darkness, doing no damage.
Ah, come on.
Are you going to move?
Yes, I am going to hop over into the boat here.
Okay. Moving through this square will provoke an attack of opportunity. Do you want to do that?
Or you can move into
Sure.
the square, which won't.
If you move right into that square, then you can do it without getting an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then.
All right. Sir Squeaks, there is now a large canine between you and your target. What are you going to do?
Who said that's my target?
Ooh.
Squeaks. Not very happy about whatever weirdness was thrown at his companion's friend. Moves forward towards this guy and goes to attack.
Okay, as you move through this square, you are swung at by a dagger.
And it misses.
And it misses. So you're free to attack. Go ahead.
Woo!
Dang. That is okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Nice.
Okay, 6 points of damage. All right.
Nice.
So, and the dire bat with a bite.
Excuse me.
Right. Okay. 1d8 plus 4 for the damage. Is that what you rolled?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. The enforcer, seeing that that the bat has come across to attack the priest, steps up to the edge of the dock and swings his chain at Sir Squeaks,
And misses.
trying to break him off.
Yeah, and
Oh my gosh, no. You guys are getting lucky. Nobody's able to hit you this evening. Okay, it is now the squid's turn.
Okay.
So let's roll to see. You're going to have him attack the zealot right in front of him. Foluco?
Yes. Roll
Okay.
to attack. +4.
Okay, that unfortunately is still not a hit.
You did a +3.
It's supposed to be +3, is it not? Oh, you're right, it's +4. The +4 does make it 16, and that is a hit. Okay, so now we roll for grapple.
It's grapple and +4 racial bonus.
Right. Okay, would be against his combat maneuver defense. And that is a grapple. Okay,
And
dang,
1d6
not bad.
+1.
It's okay, 1d6 plus. Okay, so
Does that pull him into the water?
I'm looking at the description. So it does establish a hold and deals bite damage. So the bite damage is 1d6 +1. Okay, 3 points of damage on this guy, and he is now grappled. And you have him wrapped up in your tentacles.
Whoops.
As
Don't want to know what happens.
So question
take
about
them down
Inkcloud,
into the
because it's
deeps.
a free action, can he do that while he's grappled? Really?
Say that again.
So he has an ability called Inkcloud, which emits a cloud of jet ink 10 feet high, 10 feet wide, 10 feet long, once per minute as a free action.
Yes.
This cloud provides total concealment.
Right. So the ink cloud, it only works inside the water. And so, yes, it would give him total concealment, but then he still has to reach his tentacles out of the water in order to attack them, unless he's able to somehow draw them into the water with him.
How would he do that?
Well, since it's now grappled, you can actually do a combat maneuver, not a trip action. It would be I guess essentially it would be a trip or a bull rush type of thing where you're trying to knock him off of balance and pull him into the water.
So would that be next
So-
turn then?
That would be your next turn if you wanted to do that, yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Again, Sir Squeaks is getting attacked with a hand crossbow this time.
And it misses. And it misses.
I'm not sure about that.
That's ranged, it misses.
His armor class is 20. Yeah, that's barely a miss. All right, Renji. Now that his arms are free, lays about him with his hand and a half sword, trying to knock the enforcer off of his feet.
I'm curious how someone can miss a 15 feet wide bot.
But the enforcer actually blocks his attack with his chain in a surprisingly quick dodge move. Loose Fang, I need you to make a will saving throw to see if you can break this hold.
Yeah, that's some effective.
That is enough. The hold is broken. You are no longer being held.
So do I still get the rest of the turn?
Yes, you do. You do get this turn.
All right.
Good roll, by the way.
Thank you. Can I move to here without invoking an attack?
Because this zealot is threatening that square there, you can't move through it without him swiping at you.
Alrighty.
So
I'm gonna risk.
You can risk him swiping at you.
I'm gonna risk.
Okay, no hit. Go ahead.
I will attack him. Saying between.
All right, so now you are flanking this guy with Renji, so you get a +2 temporary bonus to hit.
Oh,
Did you add the? Yeah,
yes.
you did add the +2, and it's still not enough because you rolled a natural 4.
Hurrah.
Hurrah!
Hurrah.
Okay, the first zealot is struggling in the water, trying to keep his head above the water, but what he is going to do. Okay, that's good enough. He actually is swimming and not drowning. He is quite injured, but he is able to swim slowly. No, Mom is not in here. All right. So the priest actually steps back onto the prow of the boat and raises a finger to Sir Squeaks to try and hold him now. So, Sir Squeaks, I need you to make a will saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
A bat making a will saving throw. This is going to be interesting.
He already did a hit.
Oh, did I see it? Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
He is a
Yeah,
noble
well,
bat. He shall not falter at some weak pointy fingers.
Point at him on you hear him.
Okay, your point is made. Your point is made.
Point.
Okay.
Leave bad punt to lose.
Very good point.
That was
Yes.
definitely.
Okay, so Sheik is going to hop into the boat, and he's going to actually have to make a jump check to do this one.
Let the
Come
spirit
on,
of
Sheik, do the
Barkable
Sheiky
be
Sheik.
with you.
Do
May
the
the
Sheiky
Sheik-
Sheik.
May the Sheik be with you.
May the
Yep.
streak be with you. Is that
That's
enough?
good enough.
That is definitely good enough. So Sheik jumps into the boat and begins making his way along the starboard of the boat. Sorry, that's the port. Port is on the left side, starboard's on the right. Okay, and he's trying to get a clear shot at the priest because he can see that the priest is the clear and present danger at this point. All right. So this zealot, seeing that his buddy is in trouble, comes over and actually tries to strike at the squid's tentacles, trying to free his friend. All right, and he does hit the squid, and let's do the damage here. Okay, 7 points of damage on the squid.
It's got 5 health left, right?
That would take it actually 6 left.
Okay.
But the squid has to make a fortitude saving throw to see if he can maintain his hold. So what's his fortitude?
+3.
Fortitude +3. Okay. Yep, he still maintains his hold. Okay, Mira, in the confusion going on around you, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna move just a wee bit closer and throw my stone at this guy.
Okay, do a ranged attack.
Okay. Boop.
My goodness, you guys are rolling just barely well enough. That is a hit. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Which is
It's a 1d4 +1.
okay. Woo!
4 points of damage.
Yay! I did something.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
I mean, that's my character in a nutshell. I help.
I helped.
I help.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, just imagine me like the size of a 3-year-old trying to help like their mom cook or
I
something.
get it.
It's like
Yeah.
I help.
Okay, this zealot here is going to try and break out, so he's going to do a strength roll. No, he is unable to break out, and the squid still holds him fast. Foluco, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see.
Okay, guys, we've got about 12 minutes before midnight here.
Okay.
Might have to stop mid.
This battle's taken up most of the time, actually.
Okay.
And you know what? This battle actually hasn't lasted that long. Most of the time was spent in talking to Father Kearns and then going back to the town and figuring out what actually happened.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Nice.
role playing.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Faluco is
Which
going
I think you guys did pretty well in the role play section. So
Oh, thank you.
True.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
curious to see how you were going to interact with the children.
I'm again, my character is very maternal, so children are kind of a soft spot for her.
Faluco summons a wolf in front of Zealot 3,
Okay.
and then moves right there.
Oh, he looks like Barkable.
A bit.
Teeny bit. And that's 3 rounds on it. By the way, the squid. It's not the squid's turn yet, is it?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, so 3 rounds on the wolf.
Yep. Okay. Things are getting a little crowded. So let me add him.
It's in here somewhere.
And roll initiative for him.
Let me go
Wow, nice roll for the wolf. Okay. So Feluca, where did you move? Right over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And finally, Zealot number 2, who is surrounded pretty badly. Okay.
He's
Marcus,
flanked on pretty much every side.
Pretty much, yes. Marcus, trying to fight his way out, he realizes that he is surrounded and he is going to try and cut his way through you.
Through what?
Through Marcus. And your,
That's
I think
It's
your armor
16.
class is, yeah, it's 16. So that is not a hit. You're able to twist out of the way before he causes any damage. See, you hear it? I didn't say penetration that time. All right, so
Wow.
Marcus, you can respond immediately if you wish.
Yes. I am going to pull out my short sword and do a strike at him.
Slice. Give me a melee attack roll.
Oh, come on.
It's pretty
That is-
awkward.
ouch.
The boat, it rocks a little bit too much as you pull your sword and you're off balance.
Ugh.
Sir Squeaks, who is in the air at this point, doesn't have that problem.
So can Sir Squeaks like push the priest off with like an attack?
You could, if you want to do what's called a bull rush, it would force, if you succeed, it would force the priest into the next square, which would put him in the water.
Okay, and would that do damage?
No, it doesn't do damage. It's like you're pushing him, trying to force him to move.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. I need to alert you that if you move out of that square any more than 5 feet, then he will get a swipe at you.
Ah, we're good. Do it.
You're just gonna take it.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, is it like? Oh yeah. Okay.
Sir Squeaks, you have been tagged as you try and bull rush the priest. Doing
Oof.
3 points of damage to Sir Squeaks.
All right.
Oh, that's not bad.
No problem. 'Tis but a scratch. Okay, Sir Squeaks, I need you to do a combat maneuver roll against the priest's combat maneuver defense.
So melee.
Nope, not a melee attack. If you go to his character sheet and you scroll down below the attacks, there is what's called combat maneuver. Oh no, you know what? I keep thinking we're in Pathfinder. Never mind. This is not Pathfinder.
Yeah.
This is
seeing
not
that.
the move you are looking for.
This is not the move that I'm looking for. All right.
You will turn away.
There's
So what you're
there's
going to
epic
do?
levels.
You would move up to him, and then you would do a standard melee touch attack, because you're basically just barreling into him, and then if it succeeds, he will be forced into the next square.
So is that a touch attack?
His touch armor class, you know what? Against his touch armor class, that is a hit. Yes. So Sir Squeaks, with his great bulk, flies straight into the priest's face, pushing him backwards into the water. Okay, do I have an icon for that?
I hope the priest can swim.
Let's do
Probably
that
not.
icon right there.
I imagine those robes will make it hard.
Probably would.
And then just have the squid finish him off.
Sure. Cruelty. Drag him down to a watery grave.
That's
Yeah,
kind of the plan.
yeah.
All right. So the enforcer, seeing that the tide of the battle is changing, takes one step back and then takes a double-handed overthrow with his ball and chain, trying to knock Renji on the head. Oh my gosh. Nope. You guys are getting off easy in this one.
No,
I'm
this is
actually pretty
3.5.
surprised.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, Mr. Squid, you now have 2 rounds left.
Mr. Squid is gonna try to pull the zealot. 6.
Okay, so give me a strength check against his opposed strength and dexterity.
His strength is 14.
Okay, so the squid gets a +2 bonus on his strength check. Good roll, good roll. So the opposing check matched.
Oh.
Okay, in this case, a tie goes to the defender, so he is still able to maintain his hold on the dock, although you have him teetering just at the edge of his balance.
Because he's still grappled, does that
Yep.
bite?
I'm sorry, say that again?
So because he is still grappled, does that bite?
Let me look at that. It says,
Because a grapple automatically does a bite, but what if he's still grappled?
yes. Yes, the hold automatically deals bite damage. So yes, you continually do bite damage as long as you're holding him.
Okay.
So a die 6 + 1.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you guys are rolling.
6 points of damage.
which takes him down not quite to half. All right, now the summoned wolf.
Gonna attack number 3.
Right there.
Wait. Can summon wolf push?
If you want to try and push him off into the water, you can do that.
Sure.
Okay, roll. We're gonna do just so you're gonna change your attack into this zealot instead. All right. Considering that he is held and his arms are at his side and he loses his dexterity bonus, yes, that is a hit.
He is
Okay.
in the water.
He is knocked into the water.
Let's drag him to his death.
Oh, I thought you were attacking Zealot 3.
He changed his mind when he realized that he could push the Zealot 5 off into the water.
Hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Zealot number 4.
I shall call Squid Mr. Blabby.
Okay. Reloads his hand crossbow and takes aim at Mira.
Oh.
Hey, rude.
And there, finally, the enemy is able to make contact, and Mira takes a crossbow bolt.
Ow.
Ouch.
For 6 points of damage on Mira.
Oof.
All right. And Renji is not going to have any of that, and he literally charges with shield raised toward the Zealot, trying to knock him off balance.
Oh.
And yep, that is a hit. So with a shield bash. Plus his strength bonus.
What happened? Hello? Hello?
All right, can anybody hear
Oh,
me?
hey, yeah, I can hear you
I
now.
can. I disconnected. Join.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
all
know why I
lost
dropped-
voice chat
That
for a
was-
second.
Can y'all
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
dropped too.
Okay, I
Can
was
y'all hear me?
wondering.
Yeah, I can hear you,
I
Mir. I can hear Loose Fang, Marcus, Tarek. Can y'all
All right.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we
That
need
was
to stop for the
so
night?
weird.
Yeah, this needs to be the last round of combat, and we'll finish combat in the next session.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
go ahead, Loose Fang. Let's do your turn.
Alrighty. So this is is this zealot still?
Yeah, he's unharmed at this point.
see if we can. I will do a flurry of blows.
Okay, right there on him. Okay,
Oh,
so
Is
your flurry right now gives you 2 hits, is that correct?
yes. Plus
All right.
one.
Go ahead and roll both of them.
And he's no longer playing, right?
Right now he is not, yeah, because Renji has moved out of position. You do not get a flanking bonus.
All right, so just the just
Yeah.
the plus one.
That's right, just the +1. But you get to roll twice. Okay, the second one does hit. The first one does not. Go ahead and roll damage for the second one. This is a die 6 plus your strength bonus, I believe.
D8.
Oh, it's a D8. Okay,
Oops.
you got to add your strength bonus. That's 2.
Yeah, so 2. So that's
Total of 3 points of damage on him. Looking kind of weak there, Loose Fang. You've done better in the past.
indeed I have.
Hey, so it's he does an ink the squid does an ink cloud every so often, right? So did he already do that?
You're set. Well, so
It's a free action.
it is a free action, which means he can do it pretty much anytime he wants to,
Okay.
even when it's not on his turn.
Okay, he does an ink cloud.
So you're gonna ink, and which gives him cover.
Yeah.
Nope, not that one. Sorry. All right. Covered by an ink blot. What does this ink blot look like to you? If you're a
Looks like a
psychic.
giant cloud.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
All right. So zealot number 1 actually tries to climb up the side of the boat while Sheik has his attention on the priest.
Silly zealot.
Yep. Okay, so he pulls himself up behind Sheik and prepares to strike from behind on his next turn. The priest, on the other hand, is going to attempt to swim.
Attempt to swim.
Yep. All right, he does succeed, and he is able to reach up and grab the side of the boat and move over around the edge of the boat. He is unable to perform any other actions. Sheik has lost sight of the priest and is going to move forward to try and regain sight. Seeing him down in the water, takes his shot.
Is that a penalty to AC for the priest?
Yeah, the priest is, he's lost his dexterity bonus to armor class. But even so, shooting an arrow down into the water has never been all that effective, and he's unable to contact and make any damage. Okay. Okay. This zealot here is going to try and take out this summoned wolf so he can get to Mira. Wow. It's no good at all.
Nope.
All right,
You're
so
all
Mira,
fired.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna swipe at him with this guy with my dagger.
Okay, you get a flanking bonus because Loose Fang is on the other side of him. So if you're going to strike at him, then add a +2 temporary bonus to your melee attack.
Okay, I have a temp 1 in both of mine. I think that's from a bless spell I did a while back. So
Yes, yeah, go ahead and get rid of those.
Okay. So here's just a straight 2 on mine.
Correct. Okay, 12 is not enough to hit him, I'm afraid.
Dang it.
Okay, zealot number 5 is under the water and being held by the squid. He is going to make a fortitude saving throw to avoid beginning to drown. But no, he actually does begin to drown, and he takes several points of damage from drowning, which is only 2 so far. Yeah, come on. But he's still going to struggle and try and free himself from the squid's grip, and he fails miserably. All right, Foluco, finish us off.
Faluco is gonna sacrifice Speak with Animals and summon an octopus. Right there. Oh wait, can he?
That's that might be out of range.
Right there.
Right there. Okay.
Come on. Low initiative. Low initiative.
So let me get an octopus.
Do you need the stats page? Copy.
Nah, that's not transparent. Darn it.
Paste.
Whoopsie.
There's the stats page for the
Oops.
octopus.
So I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to end up using that one also for the octopus.
Okay. And then as his movement, he is going to.
He needs to roll initiative.
He does.
Okay.
Go there.
And his initiative bonus is +3. Okay.
There we go. And then Faluco took a step forward.
All right.
What was that?
So 18 for his. All right, and then finally, zealot number 2 is going to finish, and we will be done for tonight's session.
Okay.
All right.
Mira, you have stepped into his threat range, and he sees a squishy target.
Oh.
Are you calling me a squishy?
Not squishy enough, apparently.
Nope.
All right, my friends. There, we need to end it, and we have a very long initiative order for the next time we begin combat. Thank you to Foluco, who continues to summon his little private armies. I'm not sure that, but the mystery deepens as we wonder what happened to the townsfolk and just who is this cult and why have they followed you here all the way to Gurney Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in next time as we continue the story of the World of Thaylos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.